And we are live, back finally with Spelljammer after a very long hiatus.
Everybody points to the camera. Say hi to the people. Fucking back at it again, guys. You know how this goes at the top of the session. I'm always like, hey, give me some recap, earn some D4s for yourselves. Who remembers anything, something, preferably one or two things, something that kind of stuck out to you, felt like, I don't know, fun or something, you know?
Well, we're talking to a woman here, and we were trying to figure out a way to get to these pirates, and we kind of all came up with a plan about tricking them by doing some kind of like merchant deal, like we're like merchants, but we need to get like signed off by Basendi, and we're like figuring out, well, how are we going to talk to Basendi? And then someone shows up, it's going to be able to help us talk to Basendi. But I'll let other people say more.
Anybody else? Anything else?
We got the ability to do cool Spelljammership things.
Oh, it was a whole ritual that you guys went through last time, huh?
Yeah. It's very painful. Physically and emotionally.
Sure.
Thank God we had our wonderful healer around to take care of us.
Oh
Shots
man,
fired.
yeah, Cat.
Shots
You
No,
missed
wait,
out.
no, I feel it. I remember Cat did work last time. She might have not been doing the work, but the work was done. So.
Clearly, I did.
It got
That's
done.
why she-
Yeah, you definitely missing some things.
Yeah.
I believe all of these things happened and you guys had started to rest. Terrestrian was like, all right, well, whatever you guys want to do, we'll figure it out in the morning. And she went into her little hut and you guys found different places to sleep outside in her little natural sanctuary that is like hidden on this island, safe from everything, except that there are these big, long, panther-like cat dragons with these long necks and reptilian faces who are like hanging out with you guys too, comfortably. I believe, got drunk. I can't remember. He took some kind of narcotic.
Flower.
Something happened and started seeing things and went to sleep. And right before I think everybody else went down, a little imp showed up. And out of the imp's agape mouth came a familiar voice. The voice of the guy who initially collected you all for the first job back on the planet of Satil, in a mine under a mountain owned by the Capulets. A series of events that transpired. You ended up out here in Wildspace, discovering things you never even knew were possible.
Fuck.
Apparently the imp's been following you guys around for a while, invisible, and it pops up. And the original hirer, I believe he gave you a name.
Lawyer
Was it
jargon.
Lawyer Jargon. You hear his voice say,
I made notes once.
Once.
"One may be able to."
It was an important note, apparently.
Well, yes, yeah. I mean, you know. And then he said he may be able to help you guys with that, and that's kind of where we find you all getting ready to take a long rest. This little imp popping out. And the beginning of this plan that you guys are planning to try and lure a Gaussian or a zealot captain of some kind, some high-ranking official who may be able to help you find where they're keeping this bronze dragon egg. Yeah, you guys see the imp floating before you. You remember seeing him one time when you first got on the Spelljammer, and you haven't seen him since. D4 for Lunga. D4 for Austin. If anybody else wants to try and remember something, you can try and earn a D4 as well. Not. Just jump in. Beautiful.
So it's the next morning, I'm assuming.
No. Still the same night.
Oh, still at night. I don't know if. Well, I clicked the rest, but I don't know if Ing actually went to sleep. He was laying down. I know that.
Constitution saving throws. It has not.
Well, Ing, before he drifts off to sleep, he pulls out this roll of parchment that he's kind of been like messing with here and there, and he has a piece of chalk, and he's just kind of scribbling away on this piece of parchment he's got on his lap and stuff. He's just there as he prepares to go to sleep.
Is this the imp came before we went to sleep, right?
Right.
And so it's just
And it's
out,
floating there.
and Jargon has spoken, I guess.
Yes.
Well, our old friend, you seem to at least be apprised of our situation. Do you mind telling us what help you might think you could be? We're all ears.
See the imp the wings kind of flutter, the mouth still just hanging open, and he kind of flies over to you. The eyes you can see glazed over, this subtle kind of glow emanating from them. Flies over toward you, Hammerclaw, and then you hear Lawyer Jargon's voice come out of it saying, "Well, Basendi is a acquaintance of mine. May be able to enlist his assistance. I can certainly communicate with him while you all are here on your behalf to try and, I believe your plan, if I was listening correctly, was to lure out some weapons manufacturers or purchasers for some rare ore of some kind, maybe?"
Yeah, I think having the blessing of Basendi and our guise of being rare mineral merchants would certainly help us get closer to whatever our end goal is here. Hope I speak on behalf of the rest of my esteemed crew.
Ing, without looking up, is still scribbling away on the parchment. He just says, "I believe all we really need is just some kind of contract to carry some cargo from Juiced to somewhere, and I believe that would be sufficient to lure them out."
Any other thoughts about this plan here, folks? Ways our dear friend may be of assistance? Except perhaps Ohm.
I speak just into Hammerclaw's mind, and I just say, yes, that's, I'm good with this plan. I'm not the sort of team goer, team player here, so I'll just play along. Seems like you all know what you're doing more than I. I'll just do whatever you want me to as far as this goes.
Miss Claire, any thoughts?
At the moment, that's the best I can think of, too.
See Ica kind of like, first you hear the rustling of the tree branches, the one that she's kind of set up a little place for her to take a nap in. She kind of leans over and she says, I don't know what that thing is, pointing to the imp. And I'm not sure why its mouth doesn't move when it talks. It's like out of a bad 90s movie or something. But if the resources were available on Juiced, Gaussian and them would have access to them already. It'd have to be something from somewhere else, something rare. I heard mention of them waiting for the Rock of Brawl to come around. I know you guys are new to the Spelljamming thing. Do you know what the Rock of Brawl is? Have you heard of it? Anybody? Do I need to do a whole? Well, I don't know much more than it's an asteroid with like a civilization on it. It's real great for trade all throughout, various Wildspace systems in this area, I guess.
A civilization on a flying rock?
Right. Yeah. Mostly like immigrants, people from a bunch of other places kind of go there because they're not allowed to be in the places that they're in. At least, I don't know. I've never been there. I've never traded with anybody from there, but I know that whenever they do come around, it's like on the asteroids. So it's like, I'm not sure when the next one is. I just remember some of the zealots being like, Yassian's excited about it. Get as much money as you can so that we can trade. It's coming. I don't think it's soon. Anyway, the point is, if there was some resource that was available from somewhere else, then they would probably be excited about that. It doesn't have to be true, obviously. It just has to be valuable.
Ika, do I remember correctly in you saying that your old compatriots had dealings with the Capulets?
My old compatriots? I don't know anything. What you talking about? The Zealots? Those aren't my I was infiltrating them to try and get revenge because of my...
I'm aware of the situation. I'm curious to know if they had dealings with the Capulets.
I don't know what a Capulet is.
As would we! Doesn't look up, still scribbling.
It's quite... I feel like we had heard that in passing somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure
no,
where. But...
Terrestrian said that she had heard rumors of something dealing,
right.
and then points to, you see Ika points to Sleeping Om. He seemed to react to it very strongly. I don't know what any of that means, though.
Right.
He'll be right back. He was just on the wrong video link.
Well, our run-ins, albeit brief, with the Capulets have proven that they seem to deal in instances and objects of value we may not comprehend. What? Man, it's been a while, and I can't exactly remember, but what was the resource that they were farming or looking for in the mine that we first ventured into? Could we say perhaps we had connection with one of those beasts that they were keeping? The ones that almost
He's
stole our
talking to you
minds?
guys.
Ing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to get the map up. It wasn't up. You were talking about... Yes, well,
Ing is
repeat
also
that,
sleeping.
please. No, I was trying to get that.
Is it possible?
Map
Is it
up.
possible we could say that we have dealings with or the means to procure one of the beasts that was in that mine, the Capulet mine that we first went into?
That's
That's
interesting.
way back. The one... Didn't we kill them all off, though? I thought we had to...
Makes them all the more rare now.
We can claim that we didn't.
She has a point.
Now that's an idea.
We don't have to be truthful.
I knew you'd come around, Claire.
I'm okay with
Hear
lying to
Lawyer
liars.
Jargon's voice. Give it to me again, Claire.
I'm okay with lying to liars.
You hear Lawyer Jargon's voice coming out of the imp. Says, wait, what do you mean? You mean to say that the Capulets are working with whoever these zealots are all the way out there on Theartiste? Is that what you're telling me?
Again, I don't mean to speak on behalf of everybody here, but have we informed Mr. Jargon of the Capulets' dealings and the mind-stealing beasts. I'm not sure we got the name of those. Mind flayers, I believe.
We
Some
may have neglected to tell the
Jargon says,
entire tale.
well, I'm aware of the Capulets' dealings here. I just was not sure that they had expanded beyond Sitil.
Seems they are getting adventurous, yes. It's only
clearly
rumors
being
haven't
helped.
confirmed, but... Interesting.
So it seems you all need to lure a consumer of, say, you need to lure someone with something rare. I imagine that Basindi might have some ideas about what to do with that. Should I contact him on your behalf? Tell him your intentions to set some kind of a sting operation?
Ing kind of yawns. He's like, "That is what we have said. Can we not be so repetitive, please? It's quite late, and I'm getting tired."
You'll hear a kind of groan come out of the imp. You should get your rest if you need it. If these zealots are as bad as you seem to think they are, you'll probably die trying to do whatever you're trying to do.
Let us
Good
worry about that,
case.
please. Just get us with Basendi. Get us this set up. That's all
I'm
we
not
need.
worried. In fact, it would make it so that I wouldn't have to pay you. You see the imp's mouth close.
Convenient.
Eyes kind of stop glowing. Disappears.
Glad he reminded us. I forgot he owed us money.
Me too.
And he can talk through us through whatever that was.
Stopped questioning these space oddities a while ago.
It's
Kestis is
just a
kicking
little
back
bit
against him.
unnerving.
I'd agree.
So did he agree to really help us at all? Or are we still kind of like in limbo here? It didn't feel like a solid agreement.
I don't know. I think he was going to talk to Basendi.
So he says. He also was supposed to pay us, which he hasn't. So
Yes. I was being paid in a favor, so.
Hmm.
A bit hard.
Surely the money will come. If we don't do our end of the deal now, then we may never see that money.
Also, if we die.
we've come pretty close. Kestis already has died once, so hopefully we've learned to avoid dying. Then again, I've come pretty close multiple times, but I think we'll be okay.
Guess we'll see.
See the imp kind of reappear, mouth agape, eyes open. I've spoken with Basende, and are any of you familiar with an ore known as Xanatos Stone?
No.
Would Ing be familiar, or you want me to roll anything?
I don't think Ing would have ever heard the term Xanatos Stone.
Okay. Ing kind of scratches his head. No, not heard of this before.
Well, I guess you don't necessarily need to. It'd be easier to sell it if you knew exactly how rare it is. Well, either way. Basindi has concocted a rumor that he can spread through the different marketing guilds. One of the largest being located here on Pandora. Saying that in the Lanav mines, some miners discovered some rare blue stone, glows. They believe it's to be Xanatos stone, and they're trying to sell it before the owners of the mine know that they have discovered it. Would you all be comfortable masquerading as pilfering, traitorous miners?
Works for me.
Ready doing one eye.
Good. Well, I guess you'll need to know what it looks like. It's a blue stone. I don't know if anyone has any kind of illusionary magic or anything that they can create something or make something look like it. At least it has a subtle glow to it. Incredibly rare. Even harder to make useful. But given the
I
right
would
kind of
not have anything like
applications,
that.
can be used to forge the most powerful kind of weapons. As well as many other things.
He kind of looks at his parchment. Kind of little raises an eyebrow, rolls it up, puts it back in his pouch. I don't, I mean, whatever we're carrying, I do not have any kind of spells of this nature. Perhaps Claire or Kestis might, but I wouldn't be able to hide anything or make it appear different.
I don't have anything like that either.
That's unfortunate. Well, I guess you'll have to devise a way to get someone to agree to meet with you without having to actually show them a sample of your product for sale. I'm sure you can figure it out. Miss Indy says, by the time you all wake in the morning, the rumor should have spread. And if some dirty-looking grunt workers show up in one of the markets in Juice asking questions about rare ores, that may garner the attention you seek. Good luck. I hope things go well for you. Mouth kind of closes. The eyes are
So,
still
all
glowing.
he did was give us a name of a stone, but yet no commission to. So we have to pretty much do this all on our own.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Imp. Next time you talk to him, let him know that he was really no help at all. A blue stone, like we're building statues, gargoyles or something. I have no idea what we're doing with these stones, but I guess
See
we
the
can
eyes kind of dim. He said, "Oh yeah, I don't really talk to him. I just kind of do what he tells me to do. It's not really, not really the kind of relationship we have. Much better than where I would be if I wasn't working for him, though. It's a nice place,
Alcubierre kind of flies up,
Nice
and he
digs.
he's just kind of he flies out, and he's just like flapping in front of the imp, and he's just looking at him. The eyes, if he could,
Oh.
his metal eyebrows kind of go like this, like he's just not happy with him.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Well, I'll be around. He just disappears.
So does anyone have any ideas, or should we think about this in the morning to figure out how to create a sample of this stone?
I can't make a sample, but when I sleep, I can get a spell that can help charm people. That might help.
Possibly. Brother, Kestis, anything? Hello. Not surprising. I guess we should continue this in the morning, Claire.
Believe so.
And he just kind of gets comfortable, pulls up a blanket. I'm assuming we were provided blankets as well in these little nature beds.
Sure.
A leaf or something, big leaf, I don't know. Something.
Woven hemp threads. Soft. Surprisingly.
Yeah, I'd say hemp
Plants
is,
that you just watched.
hemp is
weave
pretty
themselves
scratchy.
together in front of you. No, not at all. So everybody's bedding down, long resting it up.
Well,
You guys go ahead and do that. Claire, you changing your spells out?
I am.
Ing, you changing your spells out? I think
I'm
Arthur's
gonna
have
go.
prepared
I'm
spells.
gonna go look now just to see.
Well, go ahead and do it on D&D Beyond and
Yeah, that's what I'm
re-import, or I can re-import you after you do it. Just make sure that everything equals up. As you guys are kind of bedding down, relaxing, you can hear the Ica in the tree above you all kind of rustling and get a light snore. So it's going. Unconscious. Zaltik, your thieving mind, right? You hear this kind of description of this gem, and you remember seeing something like it before, or something that sounded like it before.
Interesting.
One of your companions had a little blue stone that they seemed particularly attached to.
Oh. Okay. I see where you're going with this.
Do you remember?
It's doesn't Claire have some sort of stone like this? Is that what it is?
No. Kestis.
No? Okay. Kestis does. I don't.
You're talking about the
Sounds
one he
vaguely
removed,
familiar.
the thing he removed from the laboratory. Is that the one you're talking about?
That would be the second one. Yes. So you guys get your long rest in. You're start waking up. You're hearing a little bit of activity. There's kind of movement around you. Nothing that startles you awake, but this kind of movement in the trees, along the ground. These massive panther-sized, cat dragons. They appear to just be like grazing on some of the plant life. You see, as soon as they bite into it, the plant kind of regrows itself. You bite off a bulb, bite off a mushroom, regrows itself immediately. Yeah, you guys wake up. What do you do?
Claire, a little meta here. Claire, are you gonna get prestidigitation?
I don't have that, but I have Charm Person and Find Traps just in case.
I can get
I don't think you
prestidigitation.
can change your cantrips.
I can't change my cantrips. I don't have that
I
ability.
don't think so. I think they're
So I
different.
know-
Same
I
for.
don't.
Is that the same for me? So it's just a regular spell list, first and second level spells.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, 'cause
I
yeah,
want to
that's a
double check,
cantrip.
though. Yeah, so it looks like you don't. Yeah, you can't change your cantrips, unfortunately.
Not until you level up.
Yeah, I don't have
Right.
anything in first or
Right.
yeah, I don't have anything at first or second level spell that can.
No,
Prestidigitation is all that I could do, and that's a cantrip.
that would work.
Paladin.
But you can't change to prestidigitation.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Because it's a cantrip. You said I can't. Yeah, I can't.
I have druid
Swap out.
craft. I can make a flower that looks blue.
So you guys wake up, talking to each other. I don't know what's going on. What's happening. Austin back yet? No.
Why do I have such a headache?
Yeah.
What was in that stuff? Tasted good though.
Delicious.
Brother, what
sorry,
happened?
I'm just. Remember the gentleman that we first spoke to, the lawyer Jargon, the one who first hired us. The little imp that was following us appeared, and we were able to speak to lawyer Jargon, who gave us just a bunch of jargon and didn't really help much. But he basically said that he could talk to Besendi, and there is some stone, Xanatos stone, that if we go to Jute, we supposedly can say that we're going to deliver some or send some, but we would have to come up with some kind of sample of this stone.
Would being proficient in jeweler's tools, would I know anything about this said stone? Or do I need to roll anything to see if I do know anything about said stone?
I don't think you would know anything about the Xanatos stone.
Okay.
But given the description, you might know a way to forge one.
Okay.
If you had
Okay.
some gems or something, you may be able to,
Like
come up
some
with a
blue
way
gems.
to.
Perhaps if we had
blue would
some...
be the easiest thing.
What's...
Blue?
Sapphires.
Keeps mentioning that blue gem.
Turquoise.
Who has the motherfucking blue gem? Which one of you has it? goddammit?
Turquoise. What's blue gems? I'm meta here. Been a long
22
day.
passive perception.
what,
Players keep an eye.
what are the blue gems in the world? Damn it. Let me Google.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh,
Do you guys have
guys.
any like precious gems on you?
Sapphire, yeah, is the big one. That's right. I was
The one I had, I was used to make QB, so I don't have any other gems other
I
than that broken.
have diamonds, but we need them to keep people alive.
That's
well,
true.
that wouldn't. Yeah,
true.
those would. Not
I mean, as
work.
long as you don't give it to
Anybody have
anybody, you
anything
might be
blue?
able to find a way to color
Make it
it.
blue.
and-
Does anyone
make
have
it
a
look like-
spell to make something blue?
No, we went through. I looked through my listings. There was nothing I could prepare this morning that would help. I believe Claire also did not have anything. Zeltic, your bag seems pretty heavy. Do you have anything in there that we might be able to use?
Perhaps
brother
some sort
can-
of dye.
Give me a second. I'm looking through here.
Yes. Because it seems quite heavy every time you pick it up. You're carrying quite a bit in that bag. So maybe there's something in there. Take a look.
Not as much as you think.
So he says.
If we could find some sort of sapphire or topaz. Or
Topaz is coming blue?
don't
I
they?
had no idea.
Blue topaz. They do. There's blue topaz.
We can even just
I mean,
find a
didn't we
big
all
thing
like
to
take a
look
gem out of those chess pieces?
Yeah, I don't
The one
remember
I
what
one I
color
kept
took.
was for this. I know that. I don't remember whatever.
Everybody did not,
No.
but at least one
I-
other person definitely did.
I
37 blue gemstones. Here we go. Sapphire, yeah. Aquamarine, spinel, turquoise, blue diamond. Ah, there is such thing as a blue diamond. So we can
Yes,
take
there
a
is.
You can even
diamond.
get corn,
Yeah.
cheap corn from Diet Blue.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just to make it glow somehow.
I do
We
have.
could use dancing lights to make it glow.
I
That's
could.
true.
I have that.
It's a thing.
That's the thing. We just need to find the way to
I'm
make
getting
it blue.
excited now.
How could we make it blue?
The
Are there
dancing
these
lights could
flowers
probably
around?
make it blue.
And what shade of blue is this? What's the stone called again?
Zenithal stone.
Xanatos
This
stone.
Zenithal stone.
He just
Hey
said
lady,
it was bluish.
heard it was
hey
blue.
lady, are you awake?
Sparkles. Hey,
Yes, he
lady.
said it's blue and then it glows a little bit. That's all he told us.
You're muffled, kind of. Just a minute, I'll be out.
She'll probably know what shade of blue it is.
She probably know what the stone is. She seems to know quite a bit.
That's absolutely. But or maybe Terrestrian. Good morning, ma'am. First of all, what was in that drink? Ugh.
I
Give me a
did
hell of a
warn
hangover.
you that it would be a lot for someone, not immortal.
Sure.
So,
Like I told
Do you
my
have
friends
anything
here,
res-
though, sure tasted good.
Do you have anything
no,
resembling
delicious.
coffee beans?
And I'm sure you enjoyed yourself too, the little trip that you went on before you went to sleep.
Mhm.
I imagine it was great. Sorry, you were going to ask something, Ingvar?
Oh yes, I'm
Please.
sorry. Yeah, it's my head is very muddled without. Do you have anything resembling coffee or coffee beans? I need. I need some coffee in the morning.
It would take some time to make some coffee, but if she kind of points to what looks like it's like a grass stalk that has like a pod on it, kind of like a hard pea pod or like a cocoa pod. If you take the beans out of that pod there, you can brew something. It's not exactly coffee. I personally think that it's more delicious, but should give you a little bit more of a pop, a little bit more of a punch. Sorry.
My question is this: considering your abode and everything you are, it seems like you're more of a tea person, and tea is
Indeed,
weak
yes.
for someone like me. So, would you say this pod is closer on the tea side or the coffee side?
Do you remember when your drunkard brother drank something that was too strong for him?
Yes.
Let's try the pots.
Well, let's do this.
Make me a
He
cup,
starts walking around. He starts picking them. Being careful.
It's like a kind of a hard little like pod. You gotta kind of crack it out, kind of like a nut. Pull out the little beans inside.
Well, he pulls out his
help.
yakla and he starts to, cut some of them off.
brother. Make sure you make enough for all of us.
He just, while he's doing his
There's
work,
some
he
bugs.
just puts his hand out, like to silence you. You should know what he's doing when he's doing coffee. Don't fuck with him.
Whatever.
Help open them.
Anyway, we have a question for you, Terrestrian. This
Ken is desperately trying to talk.
Yeah,
Squeaking.
Claire's gonna help out with
Yes.
popping them open. I can make a seed pod open. There you go.
You druid craft them to pop open.
Yep.
It
Whatever,
works.
he's got his
Pop, pop, pop.
he's
Makes it
he's
much
catching them
easier.
all.
This makes it much easier. Thank you very much.
Yes, and he looks at it. Do you have a bowl or something that I can crush these in? Maybe a mortar and pestle, perhaps?
What was this? I don't know. Take one of those stones. Try to find something that's round enough.
Fine. He looks for himself. Speaking of stones, ask her, please, while I do this.
Thank you, brother. I've been trying to. This
What? Questions?
this
I'm happy to
stone,
help.
this Celestian.
Xanatos.
Xanatos. Xanatos.
Like the planet? Xanatos?
The stone. Xanatos stone.
Yes. They
Do you
come
know
from
what
the
shade
planet
of
of Xanatos.
blue? Do you know what shade of blue it is?
Oh,
Or do you happen to have one lying around or just a?
No, I don't have any Zenithal stone lying around. She kind of
Never know.
waves
I'd
her
ask.
hand, and you see like a little image of a stone gem, kind of blue,
Oh.
rough cut. You can see some dirt on it. Looks like I've seen this like this. And as you're
I don't
looking
know.
at it, it looks exactly like the stone that Kestis like keeps with him. Another one that he found. Him and Ing had a whole conversation about it.
Right. Now,
But
Ing, I would say,
the one that
with his keen
she's
mind, he would remember
projecting,
this.
the one that she's projecting is rough cut, right? But the one that Kestis has been processed. And yeah, as soon as you see it, Ing, you're like, oh, yeah, we got those.
So yeah, he's crushing the beans, and while Ohm's talking, he just kind of looks over his shoulder and then does a double take. And he looks at it. He's like, Thunder Brother has one of those.
What do you mean?
Kestis kind of, well, yes, I've been carrying it for a while, and I got it, and here it is, and I'm happy to let you guys use it for whatever means that may further our goals.
Whatever works, man.
Whatever works. Oh man. Well. Let's yours let's see yours. Make sure it's gonna match.
He pulls it out. You see it. Looks like a processed, clean cut. Especially with your jeweler's history. Like, oh, that's a nice cut. If that had any
Beautiful.
monetary value, that'd be a good version of it to sell to somebody. So,
Yeah, this
I
will
assume
work.
you've all come up with some kind of a ploy of some kind. This is why you need to fake this stone that you clearly have one of already.
Yes, Lord Jargon spoke to us through his little imp that apparently is following.
I don't
us
know what that
around
is.
Everywhere. It's a gentleman we met.
There's an imp here?
Yes, he's kind of been following us. It's saying that he's going
So
to
your
aid
eyes
us.
kind of glow.
So,
She's looking
so
around.
I wasn't just
She
hallucinating. That?
freezes at a space
You were
kind of in
stupid.
between you all. She says, the eyes go soft. You see the imp like slowly come back into like visibility, head kind of hanging low. Now, you watched me chastise Aika for bringing unannounced visitors into my sanctuary. And you chose to take advantage of my trust of her and stay invisible the entire time here. I'm so sorry. I just following orders. I was following orders. I would like to speak to your employer. It's not really something that I can. The mouth goes open, the eyes go white. Pardon me. I beg your pardon. I wasn't entirely sure what these, ruffians would get themselves into. I can assure you, moving forward, I shall request that my servants be more to display a better etiquette. I would like to speak to you. Where are you? I would prefer my discretion. I can find you, and I will, and we will speak. Says, yes, ma'am. Imp kind of mouth closes, eyes go. He's disappears.
Poof.
Some people are just so rude, really. They all think that whatever they are doing is the most important thing to be doing in the whole universe. Those of us who live a long time, kind of points to Claire. Darling, I'm sure you can attest. Manners are the highest of social etiquette. Well, how can I help you all?
Well, we just needed info on that stone. Now,
Apparently we had one.
No, we kind of need to figure out a way to get the if the word has been gotten out for a rumor. Right, guys? That's what you all told me this morning when we woke up.
It's typically a rumor that some miners discovered it and are trying to sell it. And we're gonna be traders.
Good. Aika, I assume you can escort them down to Juiced? Aika says, absolutely. Be my pleasure. Happy to do it.
DM, since it was morning we were preparing, I had to go through this list while we're role playing. So I did change one of my second level spells, so you can import that.
Sure.
But yeah, Ing finishes grinding up those beans while everyone's talking, and he does have a pot always with him, percolator, I guess, if you will. So I'm assuming there's some water nearby, or should I be using my canteen? Is there a little river or something flowing? That
You see, when she fixed up something for there was like a pitcher plant that kind of has water inside of it that you can just kind of tip over.
Dips it in there. Is it okay if I start a little fire here? Is that okay? I don't want to endanger
yes,
your
if you needed
sanctuary.
to heat your plants there. Actually, you see that kind of flowers there, the red one with the like orange bulb? If you tap on it, a little flame will kind of emit from it. Just don't
that
eat
is
it.
convenient.
It's very
No,
bad
I'm
for
not
you.
my brother. It's fine.
What,
It gets a little
what
plant.
about me?
Never. It's okay, Ohm. No, don't worry about it. The little fire starts, and he puts the pot up there and kind of lets it boil for a little bit.
Yeah.
Percolates. So he starts handing out the coffee. DM, Terrestrian, you'd have to tell me like what this tastes like. As Ing takes a
Perfect.
sip.
Everybody has their coffee? You all drinking it?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
As well.
The first thing you notice is while you were processing it, you smell this vanilla and cinnamon kind of flavor, but then something else, something earthy, nutty, a little kind of chocolatey. You smell
Please
it.
tell me hazelnut.
When you cook it, huh?
Please tell me hazelnut. Because that's
Hey,
my jam.
when you
Literally
cook
my
it,
jam.
when you cook it, the chocolate kind of goes away, like weakens. It's not exactly chocolate, but it is like a nutty kind of sweet flavor, and you're like smelling it, and all of you can kind of smell it, and you go to drink it, and yeah, it's like a hazelnutty kind of cinnamon, but very mild, not like a strong cinnamon flavor, very mild, and it has this mouth feel to it. It almost like coats while you're drinking it, like it's thicker than it looks, and sloshes around like a thin drink, but it coats your mouth like a thicker one. Everybody drinks it.
Ing is
Sure does.
definitely sipping it. Is it strong
You
like
all-
coffee, like that black coffee, like that?
It's very strong. Yeah, it's
Okay.
very strong. Yes, you taste it, but the notes, the flavors, a more practiced tongue is able to
Yes.
kind of pick them out. Like leather and whiskey.
Well, being a coffee connoisseur, Ing would definitely.
Definitely. Really appreciates it. Delicious. You all immediately have like this strange sensation, this like olfactory sensation. You smell something, whatever it was, that reminds you of a happier time in your life, just a moment where you were elated immediately. And you kind of see that memory flash, and if you want to share what that memory is, feel free to. But you all have advantage on dexterity saving throws, as you can feel this like jitteriness kind of spreading out through you.
Ing is tasting it, and first thing he says, this is quite delightful, and has the strength. I'm going. Torsten, is it okay if I harvest? Is there a limit? Can I harvest as much? As, I have a bag of holding. I
Oh.
can hold quite a bit.
I will allow for you to take 2 pods with you that should be able to last you for a few cups of coffee for at least a week or so. I don't know,
You
at the
wounded me.
strength, the potency that you brew it might not last quite that long, but no, you cannot take a bag of holding full with you from here. No.
Fine, but I... this reminds me of when I first crafted my armor, and it wasn't even that long ago, but yet it was such a delightful time when I was able to show my skill in artificing, and it's it was such a good time. It was a delightful
And you
time.
smell that. You smell that kind of worked steel and ozone from the lightning that courses through it.
Claire won't share.
Big old gift nostrils.
Whole front of his face just lifts up.
Yeah. Claire's not going to share, but you'll see her start to tear up a bit.
Ugh. Claire, you
He's
see one of the
whistling while he goes
cat
harvesting.
dragon's long neck kind of curl around from behind you and kind of rub itself up
Okay.
against your rib.
My friend.
Reminds me of the war games.
I smell the blood of your enemies.
Smell of blood.
The games, now actual war.
Oh, my fault. Never mind.
No
You
one
smell
bleeds in the war games.
grass. The fresh grass.
But I'm harvesting. Could I sleight a hand to try to take a couple extra pods?
Absolutely.
So he's just kind of whistling. Being
While
all
he's
happy,
doing
you
that,
know.
Can I speak to him? While he's gathering the
Sure.
pods, I want to go. Is that your version of taking things? Keep in mind that only he can hear that. Amateur.
His eyes just glances over. I haven't even done anything yet. I'm just harvesting. I haven't rolled yet. It's like this motherfucker. Well, he distracts him enough to go, shut up! Yeah, I rolled a mighty 9.
You don't see anything, doesn't look like Terrestrian is reacting to you in any way. She appears to be pulling some things together, maybe fixing a breakfast for herself. Who knows? So you do grab some. You grab a couple of extra, just trying to, come up however you can in the world. Instead of 2 pods, you get 3.
Quickly hides it.
We'll say to last you
He's
for 10
Tristan,
days.
Did these pods have a name?
Well, yes, but I don't know that your tongue could get around it. So, if you come up with something in common, feel free. Share it with me. I'll be in contact with that one, she points to Claire.
Very nice.
I'm concerned that maybe my brother has left your tutelage unfinished. So, it would be very different if we are to see each other again, but maybe it could be beneficial for all of us.
I will certainly keep that in consideration.
Consideration. Okay, leave. Get out. All of you, leave now. Ica hops out the tree, starts walking toward the place where you dropped down from. And then she says, "Oh, wait, you have the ship this way." Turns and walks over to like this hole in the ground where you guys know beneath the ship is parked. And she says, yeah, when she says leave, she means immediately. And she whoop, drops down through the hole. You guys leaving immediately? Or no?
He's kind of shuffling
You
off.
lingering?
And as he's going, he says, "Sidamo, that's what I will name. Sidamo beans. Yes. As he's going.
Sidamo.
Don't have to ask me twice, lady. I'm out of here.
Good luck. You guys all kind of shuffle off, slide down through the hole.
Mhm.
Go out onto your ship, and you're making your way towards Juiced, I guess. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Beautiful.
She was repairing the ship. She didn't install the cannon, right? We still have to go back.
Oh no, you all yeah, all of that happened
She
while
did
you
all
were
that,
doing the
okay.
ritual. Yeah, the ship was repaired. You guys had an extra connection to it. The cannon was installed.
Yeah.
All of that happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yes, I remember. I was
So-
with Ika, like trying to fuck with the two while we were down there.
Yeah, working it out. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, he just we get on the ship and Ing just gives it a once over. He's just walking over, inspecting everything, making sure it's all tip top as it should be.
As you step onto the ship, it's different. You haven't stepped onto it since the ritual. When you step onto it, you feel your connection with the ship. Not in the same way that like if you were flying it, but it is different. You can feel it in a different way. This kind of there's a tether between you and the ship. Very mild, but
For
and
everyone,
you all
or
feel
just
the
Claire?
same thing.
Oh, well.
Everybody feels the same thing. You can all kind of sense where each other is on the ship in this very strange way. As you all spread out and go into your various different places, you kind of know, you can't see it, but you kind of know that like Claire's in the kitchen with the tea set or whatever, wherever it is that anybody goes, you kind of just have this weird awareness of everybody's positioning on the ship.
Thinks he's still under the influences of that
Definitely.
that drink.
Ing is definitely pops his head up as he's inspecting things, and he senses that, and now he's like, so apparently our own minds are no longer our own minds. First I got to have the bug constantly talking in my head. Now I can just feel and sense where everybody is, and I'm assuming they know where I'm at as well. This is unnerving.
It can be useful.
Useful? We're on a ship. How are we going to lose each other on the ship? I just
One of us
shout,
goes down
hey!
in a fight. What if we're stuck or injured? It's not like we have much privacy to begin with here.
For one thing, we'll never be able to play hide and seek again.
Of course, that's what you come up with, brother. Yeah, there you go. That's...
Nika kind of says, what are you guys talking about?
You don't feel
All right, well, never mind
connection?
then. Oh, what?
Ing's like, you don't feel this connection? Well, I don't feel you, I guess, I suppose. So you don't
No,
feel this
that's.
as well.
She kind of steps back a little bit. No.
Oh, you didn't know the ship's haunted.
Let me try something. Ohm shovels up, pulls out his smithing hammer, and he's like, Aika, please kneel.
No.
What are you doing,
I'm
brother?
not going to hurt you. I'm just
Yeah,
being
but
dramatic.
Why would I? Okay. You see your brothers? I would like to see you demonstrate it.
What are you? What?
What were you talking about?
I don't know. Whatever you're going to do, I want to see you do it to him first.
This is so silly. I'm going to officially make you a member of the crew, and perhaps that will make you...
What? Oh, no, stop it. Okay, please. She kind of drops. You see her take her boomerang off and like hold it in front of her.
I don't think
This
you should
very
shoot anymore,
ceremonial
brother.
kneel.
I don't
Sure.
think
Oh,
you
yes,
should do
yes,
it
of
anymore,
course.
brother.
Now,
You know,
she's helped us.
yeah,
She helped me install
exactly.
the cannon.
I don't-
She's done a lot of stuff. She's quite useful. So he pulls out his smithing hammer, and he taps you on each shoulder.
And I'm going to make breakfast.
Hold on.
Yes, and she's going to remember you liked what she made. Oh, brother, you were quite happy with the
I-
food that she prepared. So he just like taps her on each shoulder. Aika, I now knight you as a member of the ship that we have not named yet.
Oh, no.
She taps him on the shoulder. You are now a member of the crew.
I just, first of all, I want to thank myself. I just think that without what I'm capable of and what I've contributed, I wouldn't be here. And secondly,
Okay, slow down.
no, you know what? You guys are great, all right? And if you can help me try to get my friends back, and if not, you see her kind of go dark and the face drops a little bit, and she's get revenge. I would be honored to be a member of your crew. All right.
Well, you know what that
so,
means? Breakfast
quiches?
time. Get to cooking.
Quiches? Beautiful. And she walks over and starts to crack some eggs. Weird
I'll
colored
take-
eggs. You don't know where she got them from. They're spotted.
Wait, are we? Hold on, meta quest. Because of are hippos omnivores or are they?
You're
herbivores?
humanoid.
Yeah, we're
humanoid,
You
humanoid.
can
though.
be
So we
whatever
can eat
kind
whatever
of
we want.
eating that you want
Okay.
to be.
Okay.
You have full autonomy on
Yeah.
your diet.
We're not
Mm,
actual
sad.
hippos. Listen, chimpanzees eat crazy shit. We're not out there eating the same shit they did, even though we evolved from them. So, you motherfuckers eat.
Well,
The world might
shit,
be better
you
if we
know.
did.
And
So-
Rocket's not a raccoon, right?
Right. Ika says, I'm going to finish this quiche, probably about 20 minutes, and then who's flying? I know these Spelljammers, you guys like can choose different. Unless you guys have a captain, then I'll just. It didn't seem like you had a captain.
Claire will be flying, I would assume. Correct, Claire?
Usually, me. Hi.
Good. So then, in about 20 minutes, and then however long it takes for you guys to eat, the quiche should be done, and then I can kind of point you in the direction of where Juiced is, and hopefully we don't run into any trouble along the way. First thing we're going to want to do to prevent running into trouble is dropping out of the Ionosi, out of the Ionos, and getting down to, just above the major continent. That's where laws and things matter. So we're less likely to run into pirates. And if we do, they're less likely to attack us because, the patrolling ships of the Confederacy. But breakfast first. So everybody has their quiches. You enjoy it. It's delicious. You hear a voice kind of coming from everywhere in this cavern that your ship is in. I've given you plenty of time. You're all ready to go then, yes? I hope so. You start to feel the ground itself just kind of move, pushing the ship almost riding the ground like a wave as it's pushing it through this tunnel, dipping and dodging, avoiding caverns, going down through another tunnel. You see light starting to appear as the earth opens up before you, and you can see out into from the side of this landmass that is Terrestrian's Island, you can see out into the Ionos, out into the floating islands of Therartis, where you guys are ready to depart. Ika kind of guiding you clear where to go. Ing?
Oh, I was just gonna say, Austin. I don't know if you heard, but we got you gave us your blue crystal.
Yes. Cool.
To use as Xanatos stone. Okay.
It had fulfilled its purpose.
So, you're traveling to Juice. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're traveling? It's probably be about 3, maybe 4 hours of travel to get there. All good? Good? Beautiful. So, flying through the sky, you guys relaxing, doing whatever activities you normally engage in. What does Altic do in all of his free time? Count his many items that he's hoarding from his party mates?
Right. I am in my little, I don't know, room, sort of like my little like closet area, I guess. And
Yep.
I'm in there, looking through the bag, and I'm actually like, kind of like, I like dumped out the items. I'm kind of like sorting through it. So I'm looking through everything right now, and I then take one of the. I have like this ring that I then stash in like my on like my personal self, and then everything else is like back in the bag and then shoved into the corner.
Sure. Anybody else? Anything else?
As we're he checked everything, checked everything, make sure everything was okay. Did you want me to do any rolls for that? I'm assuming everything's okay in the ship.
No, yeah, you're walking around the ship. Everything seems fine. The one thing that is always the same problem with this ship is still the problem, that terrifying chair in the back.
Life
But
chair,
other
yeah,
than that,
yeah.
things are better than ever.
All right. So yeah, he just sits back. I'm assuming is it a sunny day out? Is it nice out?
Beautiful. You can
Sits
still
back.
hear the kind of thundering from the storm that makes up the core of this moon. But yeah, it's a beautiful day up
Sits
here.
back, pulls out his parchment and his piece of chalk, and just starts drawing on the parchment again.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
Kestis would be posted up on the front of the ship, just kind of out front. Yeah, kind of keeping an eye out.
Absolutely. You're watching Kestis as you're looking out over the ship. You're seeing all of these little floating island kind of sanctuaries rising above you as Claire has flown down toward the main continent that you can see, quickly approaching. And you can see the vast difference. All of the islands up top, they have these just flourishing with these purple kind of these lilac palm trees and lilac oak trees, just purple trees all over the place. And there's greens and blues and things like that, but predominantly purple. As you get down to like the main continent, it's much more desolate. There are just miles and miles of land that looks vaguely, like barely hospitable. You can see what looks like some life moving around down there. You can see little settlements where people have kind of gathered, these little villages, like almost desert or barren wasteland kind of villages. And then you see like metropolises. You can see next to a like mountain that kind of rises up down in the valley there. You can see it looks like clearly they get some rain here somehow. And you can see what looks like a little forest that kind of is growing between where the mountain meets the wasteland, but it's really desolate. And 3-4 hours pass. If nobody else wants to do anything, going once, going twice. You guys arrive in Juiced. You can kind of see this harbor that is really just like a massive crater in the ground. You can see scaffolding and things that have like been built out, and ships flying in and out, kind of thing. And you can see this large like city, not unlike the city of Neverwinter where you guys were, but the architecture here is very different. There are more sharp angles, right? Kind of kind of the way the sections of the city looks when there's a lot of elves there. You see a lot of this kind of architecture here, very elven, angular, elegant, soft. When there is softening, it's very round, but mostly these kind of thin spires that make up these buildings, made out of stone, plants. Sometimes it's wood, sometimes it's just a plant that's been grown up. You see windows carved out into it. And Ika kind of says, now, I'm not entirely sure. I think the bazaar is like right where the harbor kind of meets the city. And you guys find this place and where you can see there is a lot of activity, lots of people running around back and forth, selling and trading, doing all kinds of wild shit. Find my goddamn picture. You guys find somewhere to park the ship. Got a valet there who kind of like.
I don't know. She didn't
say it again.
Terrestrian needs to like hide there.
Yeah, she's not here. She's gone. You find a place like the valet, right, kind of thing. You see a boy out there with a little hat, kind of a little bit too big, pulled down low. He has to keep kind of pull it up. You can see his vaguely elven features. Looks like maybe half elf, not quite as pointed as the ears are expected to be on an elf. Brown hair, brown eyes. And he kind of says, I'm happy to watch the ship for you. If there's anything that you need for me to take care of, or if you want no one to go near it, 2 gold pieces for as long as you're here. In juice trading, very customary. And if you want to throw some extra on it, it would be appreciated. Bows. Like super low, he bows.
At Ika, are you used to this kind of behavior? Is this something we should trust?
Ika says, I don't come down here.
Kestis pulls out a platinum and puts it in his hand. Or puts it out.
Wow.
He hands it out, and then as soon as the kid's about to take it, he gives it back and says, "Make sure no one comes near this ship."
You got it. Absolutely. Do you want me to call my boys here? I can have my boys come. We can surround the ship. Make sure nobody gets anywhere near it.
You don't think this is something you can handle?
I could. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, all right, guy? Like, look at me, I'm but 14 years old. I got a nice little street gang that we could keep an eye on your ship for you, but it's a big ship. And this is a very popular place. This is juiced.
I trust with that coin you can make the right decision. Make sure our stuff stays
absolutely
where it is.
It'd be my pleasure.
Is no one staying with the ship?
I mean, it's now.
I'll be honest. I don't know what the plan is.
Well, we have this stone, and we're supposed to inquire about. I believe he told us about more. Isn't that what he said? To see if anyone a shipment. DM, refresh my memory.
Somebody wants to buy. You're looking for a buyer.
Yeah, there's
A buyer.
supposed to be
Well,
rumors
playing,
being told.
The plan, I believe, was you're going to play greedy miners who stole a rare ore from where they were mining, and is now trying to sell it up under their boss.
Gotcha. Adorable.
And you just happen to have one of the stones that are super duper rare and no one can ever find and are worth a lot of money to the right people.
Oh, that's that. I understand. Okay.
Yeah, and a rumor was supposed to be spread that.
Right.
So by now, everyone who would be interested in buying something like that would know about it.
Right.
Ing, as we're kind of walking out, I guess. So is everyone disembarking since we got this kid watching everything? Are we going down? So we're kind of walking down, and he kind of looks over at Zaltuk, and he's like, you deal with this unsavory kind of lot quite often. Perhaps you should be the one that does the talking. It seems to be your kind of people.
I respond back with, and you think I'm the talking type here?
Well, actually, perhaps that little guy and his friends might be able to help spread that word.
See the dude kind of whistle. A bunch of other little ruffians, just tattered clothes, Oliver Twist types come out of the woodwork.
Say fucking Oliver
All right,
Twist
guys. Here's the plan. These nice people have paid us a lot of money. Whoa.
Les
A
Miserables.
bunch of little like teens, preteens, you know. One particularly older child, maybe 17, kind of big, wide shoulders, half orc. And it says, what do they need us to do? And he's like, well, first we're going to watch the ship. And then we might also be spreading lies for them. I haven't got the details on that yet.
Not lies. Not lies. Just
Not lies. Not lies, guys.
information.
Rumors.
Information.
Rumors.
Yes, rumors. Exactly.
Do we want to show them?
Hey, look, whatever you want to show us, all right? We don't really want to see it.
What do children on this planet go through? That is not what we are talking about, child.
You look around, they all look malnourished and dirty.
How many are there? How many kids came out? How many kids came out?
You see about 6.
Ika, do you have any eggs left over? Give them some of that too, please. They just scrawny little children.
See, I could kind of like hop down, pulls out like a little baggie, like a little pouch, and says, now they might be a little dirty from the pouch, but you guys are probably fine. Starts shoving it into their hands and says, here, oh shit, you're big. Here's this, and here's an apple. I don't know. Closes the pouch up, throws it back. Now, guys, there's one thing that you have to learn, all right? When you meet good people, treat them good, because they'll keep treating you good. Unless they're idiots, then just take advantage of them, all right? Be smart.
I'll tell you this: if there's help that you can do more than just watch the ship, I'll give each one of you one of those coins.
Whoa. Yeah, mister. What do you need?
Well, do you think these little friends can help us, crew?
It sounds like an idea to me. Who has the crystal? I forgot who Kessis gave it to. Volunteer? Someone? Okay, Ing
They gave it back. Kessis got it back.
So,
again. Oh, ain't got it? Sure.
okay, there we go. Yeah. So, okay, so children, you see this?
Yeah.
Can anyone make it glow? Does anyone have anything to make
Yes,
it?
I'm
Mike.
gonna use thaumaturgy.
You can see
And
that
it's
it's
like
glowing
all of it.
already.
There we go. Ha
Sure, glowy.
Children. So this is the rumor
Right.
you're going to spread. It's called the Xanatos Stone. Say that
Wait, what?
you heard
Wait, you're the ones?
the ones. Excuse me.
You hear the other kids start murmuring to each other. They're the ones. They must be the ones. Hey, yeah, you got. Hold on, wait. You see them all huddle up. You can't quite hear what they're saying. All right, look. Since you've been so nice, all right, and you clearly have a soul spot for the poor and disenfranchised, I'm gonna help you out. Lots of people have been asking about that stuff. You guys kind of got a target on your back. I think that's worth 1 platinum piece each, right? Yeah, maybe don't go talking about it. There's definitely a lot of people out here who want to try and take whatever it is that you have. I don't know what it does or why they want it so badly, but all of the, what did you call them? Unsavory types? Yeah, all of them might be looking for you.
Well, of course, if you tell someone that you have something valuable, there's going to be the unsavory types that are looking to steal it from you. But you need to let people know that we are looking to sell it.
Okay. I'm not used to. So she kind of turns to Ika. Is this one of the idiot ones that you were talking about? And Ika says, "No, stop. Just help." I guess what he's saying, what the boy's saying is, anybody who needs to know probably already knows. What you're looking for is somebody safe to talk to. And the boy says, "Oh, I want to help you, man, but I know one guy. He's like a lilac palm tree salesman. Like makes all of the products from lilac palms. He's real intense though. And he's good, I guess. He does. None of the kids seem to think that he's a bad guy. So he's probably
Can you
a good
bring him
guy.
to the ship?
I can tell him you want to see him.
Yes.
Sure.
Or
I mean,
point us
you
in the
know,
right
embellish
direction.
it. This fantastic crew. They have this amazing ship. They're just these very rough-looking characters, and they're really looking to speak with you. You know,
I think the idea here is
You've
we
been
wanna operate
around.
with discretion. I think is what these fine young folk are
I'm
iterating
not
to us.
saying shout it in the streets, Kestis.
Give me a persuasion check. Somebody want to help somebody else. You can try.
I can roll it. Am I getting advantage to that? Because I feel like Ing's helping me here.
Ing, are you helping?
Yeah, definitely.
DC 10.
17.
DC 10 Ing persuasion, or if you're helping some other way,
Oh, okay.
you can use that.
So I'm gonna do my own
Oh,
persuasion
sorry,
check.
I rolled that with advantage, but I still got an 11 regardless.
Okay, no. QB is just saving throws, not regular checks. All right, so let me do I'll do my perception check as well, right?
Persuasion, if you're going to use
persuasion.
that, if you're going
Sorry,
to use
oops.
something else to try to help. Yeah, 14 on the die, so that beats a 10. Roll with advantage, 17 on it, and the kid says, look, the guy's kind of intense, and he really doesn't like leaving his stall, but I'll tell him, and I'll sell you. He probably, I'll sell you. I'll do the best I can. These guys are going to stay and watch the ship, and I'll run out there and be back soon.
Moment. Hold on, one moment, child. He has
What?
some coffee brewed up. He gives him a cup of the coffee that he just got. He's like, tell him this is a gift from us. Let him have a taste of this coffee.
This.
Yes,
What is it?
it's coffee. I mean, there's
What
a
is
name.
coffee?
I named it. It's a drink. It's a drink. It's a drink that adults drink. Just tell him it's a special drink.
Oh, it's liquor.
Exotic. No. It's not
No, it's not
alcoholic.
liquor.
Just Sadamo coffee. Just tell him it's Sadamo.
Should it be
coffee.
liquor?
No.
Okay. Sadamo coffee.
Yes.
Sadamo coffee. All right. He starts running away. Little kid running. And you see the other kids kind of just standing around. You can see people like walking in and out, other ships coming and going. 20 minutes pass. Nothing seems to be happening. The other kids start playing like tic-tac-toe on the side of the boat with like a piece of chalk, like stone that kind of like rubs off. And they're just like,
Hey, not
Huh?
on
What?
the ship.
What? Shit,
Not
you're
on
right.
the
No.
ship.
Fuck. Oliver would kill us.
Pulls out some
rubbing it off.
parchment. He's like,
Oliver
here,
will kill
just
us.
draw on this.
He says, no, don't worry, I got it. Pulls out a cloth and what looks like some polish. There's like a little tub of like some kind of natural polish. I shine shoes, for a couple of copper pieces on the strip. Kind of takes it out, smears it across, starts buffing it out. You watch the technique. This kid's got a good technique. It's not wood polish. It looks nice.
Mm.
He's got a chrome spot on the side of the ship.
Ing mutters under his breath in Loxodon. Fuck these kids.
Damn.
You see Oliver running back. Yeah, I tried to talk to him. Definitely didn't want to come. Said after close of business, doesn't want to leave his stall. Said after close of business, he'll come down here and meet with you guys. I described your ship to him. It's the only one that looks like this, so yeah, he'll probably be here.
Did he drink the coffee?
Close of business. What?
Did he drink the coffee?
I gave it to him. I don't know. You wanted me
Why
to
are we
watch him
relying
drink
on
it?
children?
Kestis hands him a gold. Appreciate
Give him more
you
money.
doing that for us.
Thanks, mister. I didn't know he wanted me to watch him drink it. It seems kind of weird to watch people drink stuff, but like, if that's something that y'all do where you're from, cool.
Don't mind
I
my
can go
friends.
back and check to see if he drank it, to see how he
There's
likes
still-
it.
Would not drink
There's
a cup
still
of
5
coffee.
platinum.
That is unfathomable to me. Who would not drink a cup
Dear
of coffee?
friend, let's go find ourselves an establishment to drink at. There's still 5 platinum in it for the rest of you if we find our ship in good standing when we return.
Absolutely, mister. You want us to clean it?
Absolutely not.
So don't go on the ship and make
Do
sure
not
no one
go on
else
the
does
ship.
either.
Correct.
All right, guys.
Stay
you
off
know how this
of the
works.
ship while we are gone. No one, not one of you, go on the ship while we are gone. You stay outside to make sure no one else comes in. Is that understood? Is it clear?
Triangle formation, guys. You watch one. Hup. They start running out, spreading out around. You see some of them climbing along the side of the ship. I got the port side
That's-
bow.
That's not
We're gonna take
conspicuous at
we're
all.
gonna take like I'll take like 5 steps away and I'm gonna turn around and just gonna say, trust me, we'll know. And then I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and just make it sound like whispers.
It's just all over the place. Give me an intimidation check.
Hell yeah. Here we go.
We'll know. We'll know.
12.
12. Oh shit. Let's see.
I mean, they kids. They scare easy, no?
We'll see. You see the kid kind of stares up at you and says, "Uh-huh." And just walks away.
Oh, goddamn.
He rolled a 19 on the die.
Fucking urchins,
These are rough
man.
kids.
Shit.
All right, they've seen some shit, clearly.
Ing does not like children. I'm sorry, at this point, he just does not like kids.
Sure. Ing.
No,
These
no,
would
I'm
be
not-
the
I'm not.
worst soldiers
There is no
ever.
self-insertion.
Sure.
We all embody our characters
Mm.
in some way, shape, or form.
It's a method. We live the role.
Anyway, you spoke about something about, I guess we're going to imbibe for a little while, enjoy ourselves while we're here, I guess, until he arrives. Is that the plan?
I think it'd be worth familiarizing ourselves with this place even just a little bit.
Is there a casino around?
Brother, we just got this money. Please, last time you played blackjack, it did not go well.
I'm a poker player. It's not my fault
Exactly.
that
Last time you played blackjack, it did not
Over
go
there.
well.
well, if they have
As you
poker, we're
guys
fine.
As you guys are walking through the city, you can hear again the bustling sounds of market haggling, selling deals being made and refused, you know. I'll take nothing less than 5 silver. You can smell fish, baked bread, spiced meats all in the air. Talk to me.
I sent a QB up to just fly above us, just to keep an eye out if in case there's any of these, ruffians that wanted to steal his stone from us or heard any rumors. Just keep an eye out, make sure
Absolutely.
no one's trying to like follow us or
Give me a
attack us or
perception
anything.
check.
From QB.
Absolutely.
Claire's also going to be keeping an eye out because she's going to know.
And Claire got the stupid passive perception. So, are you actively looking, or do you want to just have a hyper awareness?
I think she's just hyper aware. She knows she's got the
Sure.
body in the sky.
You know what? Let me add that 1d4 to QB's roll. A 1, really?
Sheesh.
So I got a 10.
Sheesh. Beautiful stuff. As you guys are walking around, you can see flying over like what looks like smaller, like airboats and canoes. Looks like people are using them to kind of travel throughout the city. It seems like small kind of rowboats and life boats that have all been kind of outfitted with some kind of magical means for flight. Not the typical flight that you're used to seeing being an airship, engineer. It's a different, much more. You can see these gems that appear to be like these series of ornate gems that are like fitted into the hull of these tiny little crafts that allow for them to carry 2-3 people, to and fro at about just above like building height. So they don't have the power that like airships have, but little taxi service, right? Works. Akin to a tuk-tuk in like the India and shit, where there's little kids on a bike just like fucking riding people around.
Would I recognize those crystals to be similar to like the Spelljammer crystal that I had in my bag and that I've seen on ships?
Not exactly. You would know this being a spellcaster and just being someone who has learned in an arcane that precious gems themselves have the innate ability to hold, enchantments and things that can help with this kind of stuff. So you'd guess it's like a levitation spell or something, and then some means of propulsion. This kind of a situation. Ohm and Zaltik, you guys hear specifically as you're attuned a little more underbelly, a little more like back alley deals, the vibes you two are used to, and you can hear these like scams and cons kind of being ran. Often you can see little crowds of people. You can hear like the 3-card Monty kind of situation, shell game, all of these kinds of things. You can hear the somebody get help scam being ran, help, I need help. You can hear people running off in the distance. Hey, they stole my things. This kind of stuff happening. And Claire, you also notice every so often you will see these like pairs of knights. They seem to be wearing this like burgundy coloration to their armor. They don't really have a uniform in the traditional sense, but like they all have these different styles of armor that have some kind of burgundy coloration to them, and they have this sign on it. This like it's like a compass, essentially. This kind of like the old school metal triangle compass thing, like a Freemason sign, but not that. It just looks like some knights and things, and they appear to be law enforcement, at least the way they carry themselves. They appear to be walking through. People are giving them a little bit of a berth. Some people are, hey, hi, blah, blah, blah. And they're just scanning the crowd. A couple of them you see dash after whoever it was that just had their things stolen. Halt, stop right there. Their voices fade off into the distance. As you're walking around looking for somewhere to drink, you find a strange kind of place. It's like you see a bunch of like reptilian kind of people. You see dragonborns, lizard folk, this massive, it looks like a dinosaur. It's this 4-legged creature walking into this establishment. Some people sitting out front, they appear to have mugs in their hands and things. It smells like ale. You hear people ordering and things. Sounds like people are ordering drinks. It's the first place you find.
What do we have here?
It seems to be kind of an exclusive establishment for specific races of people. I've seen quite a few of the lizard varieties going in here. No bugs, however. I figured you guys might intermingle, but I didn't see any bugs.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Divine Sense?
Yeah.
What's that? Celestial, Fiend, Undead?
It is. Hold on. Where is it? No, that's Smite, not Sense. Celestial, Fiend, and Undead.
Sure. Yeah, you go ahead and pop that Divine Sense, and you get a little bing fiend about 20 feet behind you. Feels like kind of like up in the air a little bit. You don't see anything though.
Nothing else though.
No, everything else seems cool.
Lovely.
Aren't imps fiends?
It's who it is. We know who it is. There's nothing new to report.
Right. So,
Well, suppose we
you
can go
guys
in.
going in?
I've been in
so.
seedier places
could
than
use a
this.
drink.
Ohm's definitely been in seedier places than this.
Oh, yes.
Sure, we'll be okay.
Just everybody stay on your guard and make sure you know where all your valuables are.
You guys walk in, and you see again the establishment just packed with these like reptilian, like humanoids. You see a couple of like other members of other races in there. Like you can see like what is a tabaxi there kind of cat speaking with the lizard folk there. So you know there's some openness, I guess. Not really exclusive, but you can see behind the bar a what looks like a turtle, an older kind of woman, who appears to be fixing, various drinks, cleaning mugs. You can see she has like a little necklace around her neck, has some gemstones, some precious gems on it, and she's, well, darling, if there's nothing else, then we have new visitors. Please come in, come in. My name is Una. It's a pleasure to meet you. I assume that you haven't been here before. I'm fairly familiar with everyone who does visit. So, might I offer you this special? We have a 2-pint per individual special combination. We have a fairy fire whiskey, which you are free to imbibe at your leisure, but you have to take the shot of the fairy dragon gin. Put them together, you have a very pleasant evening.
That is so clever. He turns around and looks at everyone. I don't know if we all should get drunk right now. I mean, we have some stuff coming up.
Brother, you know there's nothing wrong with a few drinks for me.
Well, I'll be drinking coffee then. Someone has to be the designated driver.
Oh, absolutely. We're staying clean for the evening, waiting until later in the day to imbibe. Very responsible of you. I do have a good berry smoothie that I've been working on. Would you like to have something like that? Or would you like something to put into this drink that you...
No.
Coffee?
The coffee is great as... So you are a purveyor of drinks and stuff. Apparently not just alcoholic. Perhaps this might be something you would enjoy as well.
Really?
Yes. Just need a pot and maybe perhaps some kind of filter for the grounds. Kind of similar to how you would make a tea.
A filter? Oh, I have a nut cloth. I usually make my own nut milks. Would that be suitable?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He pulls it out.
Start hobbling away.
Yeah. Jeez, she's old. He's like, okay, well, she will return probably in about an hour or two, from the looks of it. But yes.
You guys hanging out?
Yeah, I'm just chilling there waiting for her to come back, drumming my fingers.
You can see another younger lizard folk kind of walks up from behind and is like, yeah, I know she's gonna be a little while. Hey, you guys, I don't know, you want anything while she's going to get whatever thing you asked her for?
I wouldn't mind something to nibble on. Is there any snacks or something that we can...
Your finest day.
Absolutely. Pretzels and peanut butter? All kinds of things. What do you...
Something more substantial.
What do you want?
Not the bowls where everyone is sticking their fingers in. I'd rather order something.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No problem. Well, we do have the house special. It's a salmon sandwich. Something like that you enjoy? It's like a tahini sauce. It's
Ooh.
delicious.
I'll take 2.
Sure, absolutely.
I will take one as well. Is there any side dishes? Perhaps any potatoes or a variety or any?
Yeah. We can whip up some potatoes for you. Absolutely, no problem. Is it red, white, sweet? You got some sweet?
Red would be fine. If you can
Red
fry
potato?
them up, perhaps in a pan. Maybe a little
Oh,
home style
sauteed.
dicing,
Absolutely.
perhaps.
Yeah. Onions?
Yes, definitely onions, garlic as well.
Of course. All right then.
We'll take
Anybody
a
anything else?
good berry smoothie you mentioned.
Oh well, yeah. Sure. We'll get you a good berry smoothie. Delicious.
I have one too. Sounds yummy.
2? Beautiful.
I raise up my hand and go, I'd like one of those sandwiches. Just the sandwich.
Holy
that's all.
shit! What the hell? Are you? Holy shit! Sorry, you said so 3 smoothies. Gotcha, definitely.
No,
So
no,
walking around, you
sandwich,
see Anna kind of
not a smoothie.
Oh, sandwich. Gotcha. You see Anna hobbling back, has like the cheesecloth. I have the. Will this work here?
Yes,
Holds
but you
up
kind of
the
took off
cloth.
before I got to finish. I also need some boiling water as well, and
Oh,
And
a
I
kettle?
said 2 sandwiches for me.
Sandwiches.
no, that was the other brother. That
Oh.
was not Una.
I can get you 2 sandwiches. No
no,
problem.
no, Una,
This is
wait, no.
What?
No.
Sorry,
the other
I thought you
person
were the
is
same.
helping us.
You all look alike. No,
wow, brother, please.
Hey, you and I
That's,
look alike.
that's my
you
fault.
know? I mean,
It's not his fault. It's my fault.
Una, yes, no. Your associate is getting us the food that we ordered.
Oh yes, Lance. It's my
yes,
son. His father
yes.
was
Oh,
lizard
your
folk.
son.
Takes after his
Oh.
father.
no wonder they look alike. See? Told you they all look alike.
Well, I am a turtle, so it's a bit racist.
brother. Please.
It's all right. I'm from a
We've
different
talked
time
about
myself.
this extensively.
My blood, are you not? You can see it in the face.
I
It's
cannot
wise
take him
to
Takes
put
after
your
his
ahead
father.
there, good sir.
Trying to distract away. Una, just perhaps some boiling water, and I want you to partake with me. I think you might enjoy this. So if you just some boiling water, the cups, something to boil it in, and the cheesecloth would be fine.
I'll bring the kettle. She starts hobbling away.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, it's interesting. I'm going to be trying something new. Keeps you young.
3 hours later.
About 20
Remind
minutes
me-
pass. ahead.
Remind me of how Zaltic, your telepathy works. Is it if you've communicated with one of us, it's like an open line in our heads? Is that how that works?
I know we talked about it before. Don't remember if it works where it's an open line or not, though. Hold on.
I was just curious if I could communicate back to you.
You can't speak
Non-verbally.
Instead of
I don't think you can communicate
think
back
it is.
with him non-verbally.
I don't think it is.
That's a spell. That's a spell.
It doesn't. It doesn't imply that. It just says you can It just says you can make contact to another creature. Doesn't need
You
to
can
share a
contact
language,
us,
but you
but-
can. It says you don't need to share the language, but they must be able to understand a language. Though.
Gotcha. So you can communicate with others, but we can't like just intrinsically communicate back with you non-verbally.
No.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's just a response when he speaks.
And it goes up
Um,
to 120 feet.
With that, I guess, but Kess probably just kind of nudge Zaltic and just say, I'm not sure about you, but I'm keeping my wits about me here in a place that we've never been before. See any characters around here that may be of interest?
I'll be keeping an eye out as we're eating. I'd also like to have my own, and you only hear this, I'd also like to have my own gander around, see what is offered. Maybe make us some side money
Just gonna nod back at you. I would be interested to see if there's any adventurous types. I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Give me a perception check.
That I can do.
Adventurous.
That's what they call you. They call you adventurers.
Adventurers.
Oh,
They call you adventurers.
Just fantastic rolls tonight. 12.
Beautiful. As you're sitting around, immediately looking around you, you don't really see anybody who looks like they, are adventurers. You see a lot of like working class individuals inside here. You see you saw a particular individual who was kind of brawny, but then you see soot marks on his hands. You probably figure he's like, a blacksmith or something like that, does things like that. As close as you get, you do see a couple of the knights that walk in. You see they kind of remove their helmet. You can see they're lizard folk or some other reptilian races. They're wearing that burgundy with that symbol on it, that pointed compass symbol on it. And those are as close as they look, as close as you can find that look like adventurers, but you figure from how often you've seen them kind of walking around that they're some kind of law enforcement or something.
You said there was like Dragonborn in here, or was that mostly like is how many, or would there be any chromatic Dragonborn around?
You don't see any chromatic Dragonborns in here specifically.
Okay. That's all.
All right. So Lance comes back out, has all of your food ready and prepared, throws a couple of sandwiches in front of Ohm, throws a couple more sandwiches down for Ing and Zaltik. Also has the Goodberry smoothies. You can see they have like this purple kind of coloration to them all throughout, and they kind of fade from a purple at the bottom down up to a blue with like purple flecks, and there's this little pixie or magical like dusting that seems to be coming off of the top. And very cold. He kind of slides it over and says, "Right now, you want to drink it slow? It's very cold. Should be delicious. You'll love it." Immediately. So, what brings you guys here to Juice, huh? Haven't seen anybody like you before. Get a lot of people around here from all kinds of different places. But very few of them tend to come into this place.
Oh, we're just passing through. Nothing of note, really.
Big bazaar going on today. Lots of things being bought, being sold. You guys interested in buying or selling anything? Might be able to point you in a direction.
I mean, I'm always curious on places where I might be able to tune and hone the weapons and armor that we have. Any recommendations or suggestions for a place a guy like us, people like us, can find?
Yeah. You see that gentleman there? Points to this white dragonborn in the back. Burly, the guy you saw earlier, kind of has soot marks on his hands. Little hammer hanging from his waist. So that guy there, that guy is one of the best blacksmiths I know. Leather worker, all of it, anything that you need, take care of it. Minor stuff, if you want like enchantments and things, magical things, I can see you guys get up to shenanigans. So if any of that kind of stuff, he's probably not your guy, but regular upkeep, wear and tear stuff, replacements for the basics, he's got you. See, just slowly walking back out.
DM, one real quick thing. When you updated my character, all my gold is gone. I'm just down to the starting 10. I don't remember how much I had. I have no idea how much was left after the armor and stuff.
How
much do you have? Much might be similar to what Ohm has.
I don't remember.
Let's see here. I have inventory. Where is my gold in here? Oh,
the bottom.
189 platinum, 1 gold, 30 silver.
Okay. Are you good if I just match what he has?
Sure.
Okay, let's do 190 plat. Well, we'll have some gold. 180 platinum and 20 gold. There we go. So Una comes back.
She's coming. She's making her way back. You can see her. It's still going to be a while.
Just drumming my fingers.
Kestis should probably go and approach the Dragonborn that the barkeep had mentioned.
Sure.
Good day to you. I don't know if anybody's coming with me, but
I don't come with you, but Alcubierre does fly over and land on your shoulder and go with you.
hell yeah.
I'm going to follow him but like stand like a tiny bit away, a little bit away, but still be there to where I can hear whatever's gonna be, so I can hear the conversation.
So that's happening. You see Kestis kind of get up, walk over toward this white dragonborn who's sitting, drinking, talking with somebody. They start getting up to leave as you're approaching, and he says, you see him kind of turn in your direction. You notice where you would expect to see eyes, you just kind of see these like hollow, kind of sunken holes where it looks like skin is kind of covered over. And you see this gentle blue glow start to come from behind him through the skin, and then you see a little pseudo dragon, looks like a tiny little like lizard-sized dragon, crawl up on his shoulder and kind of watching you, and you see this similar kind of glow in their eyes as they're watching you. And he says, "Whoa, I don't know what you need, but I'm off duty, so
just passing through these parts and hear from the man behind the bar that you might be someone who can point us in the direction of better gear."
Oh, what are you? What are you, a bronzy?
That's the color of my scales, yes.
Wow, haven't seen one of you guys around here in a long time. Well, have a seat.
Much obliged.
See the
Oh,
white dragonborn there. He says, "My name is Shazir. Pleasure to meet you."
Hammerclaw. Guess it's Hammerclaw.
She's here.
Good with my hands. Work, steel, leathers. Do a little bit of knitting on the side, but no one seems to want any of that, so I get cold.
Can understand. What, you said you're off today. You have a establishment you work out of?
Of course, forge. Right on the outskirts of where the bazaar will probably end for, visitors.
For visitors?
Yeah. Exclusive bazaar further up the road. My shop, my forge kind of marks the demarcation between the two places.
Well, I'm sure that myself and my compatriots here are, we're always interested in having an upper hand, and well, we may have some trouble we'll find ourselves in soon.
And so you want to have your weapons repaired or replaced, right? These kinds of things. I understand. Maybe some new armor. Your friends, though, you see the dragonborn, he kind of doesn't really look at you. You see the little dragonborn like craning its little neck off of his shoulder, looking at where you came from. And he says, your friends there look like they have some pretty good stuff already. You guys adventurous, huh? New to juice.
You could say that.
Man, a few words, huh? Walk over here, start talking to me, don't have nothing to say. Interesting.
I've spoken my intentions to you. As I said, the man behind the bar recommended your services, so
Lance, of course. Well, Lance got a good eye for people. You seem like an upstanding gentleman. As Dragonborns, we do gotta stick together, so I appreciate you coming over here, introducing yourself, and I appreciate you not dragging all of your friends over here with you. This I'll take. I would like a stealth check.
Alrighty.
And if you do have some business you'd like taken care of, you know where to find me to do it.
I appreciate that, Shazir.
Have you tried the beef brisket? Should tell Anna you want some beef brisket to go.
I'll do that. I appreciate your recommendation.
It's a pleasure.
Before you go, I have to say I'm quite curious as to your friend there on your shoulder.
Oh, Kareska. She's adorable, isn't she?
She's certainly one of a kind.
Kind of a gift.
A gift, you say?
Yeah. Lost my eyes. Got Kareska. Like a trade, if you will.
Can I
Used to do a little bit of adventuring back in my day, but retired after the accident.
Can I do an insight check on him while he's talking about Kareska?
Please.
14.
With the 14, you watch him, he kind of, everything he's saying, is generally true. Clearly doesn't want to get into the specifics, of what the details are, the nature of a relationship. And there's obviously some magical shit going on here. Who fucking knows what it is? One thing that does come to your mind, though, in the way how this little pseudo dragon is behaving on his shoulder, clearly he's using her for sight. It reminds you a lot of what Lawyer Jargon is doing with the imp. I don't know if that means anything or what that might mean with a 14, but it strikes you as very similar.
I've met an individual who used a companion as such to do, well, it seems like something similar just to what the relationship you two have. Interesting to see it this far out.
Well, probably made a deal. Probably made a similar kind of deal as I did.
Probably. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. It was a pleasure.
It has been.
Tips hat and walks away.
Fare thee well, as they say.
Fare thee well indeed.
Go back,
Return
rejoin
to-
your friends. When you rejoin, you will see Una has arrived already, and Una Ing have been doing a thing, creating some stuff. As soon as Ing gets to doing his Ing thing, you see Una just watching with this renewed passion and youthful exuberance in her old, pale, wrinkled lady face, lady turtle face. Oh, that's fascinating, really, what you've done here. This aroma is devilish.
I can't promise anything, but I'm hoping to perhaps one day maybe find a distribution line or find how these are planted. Maybe, perhaps we'll see.
You're big business you're talking about. I would love to stock this, whatever this is. If you were able to make some kind of an agreement, I would love to be the first place that you are working out of, if you will.
Certainly. You must call it what the name that it is done.
But
the name that it has been given. It is Sidamo beans.
Sidamo
Sidamo
coffee.
Yes.
Absolutely. Should we drink it, or is there?
Of course.
Is there something?
Drink, yes, please. He takes a sip of his. Please drink.
Oh, man, she kind of takes it. See a little espresso cup she has. Oh, that's got a. Oh, that is. Oh, it's decadent. Ooh, it's quite hot. It's quite hot.
Yes.
This
You must drink it
this
hot.
is
You don't want to wait till it's cold. Some people like the
Absolutely.
cold coffee. I'm not a fan. I like it. I like mine hot.
Lance. Have this, Lance. Try this. See, Lance walks over and says, "All right, Grandma. Last time you had me try something."
Oh, trust me, you
on the
like
shitter
it. By the
for a
way,
week.
Una, I said I don't personally like it cold or chilled, but however, there is quite a fad going around. If you chill the coffee after it's brewed, kind of maybe the way you made your smoothie, perhaps just chill it, add a little bit of milk, maybe some sweeteners, and people might absolutely love it.
And I said, "Yeah, for smoothies, that's Lance. Lance, try it. See if it'll work for your smoothies, whatever the hullabaloo your children are up to." And Lance kind of takes her glass and sips it and says, "Yeah, that's pretty good. That's some good stuff. What is this? You called this Sedoma? This is good.
Sedamo coffee.
Sedamo, not
Yes.
Sedoma. Okay.
No.
Sedamo. Got it.
Sedamo.
Yeah.
He
Good. This is
takes a
good stuff.
napkin
Right.
and writes it down for you.
Ah, right. Yeah. And it just drops the napkin behind the bar. Yeah. Thanks. This is good under here. You enjoy. Yeah, guys, there enjoying yourselves. Things happen. Time passes. You have a pretty uneventful time in here. Let me just.
Oh,
Yes,
would have
yeah.
ordered the brisket to go.
Absolutely. You see, as you order the brisket to go, and it says, "The brisket, you say, to go." And you're new to Just. You've never been here before.
Came recommended by Shazir.
Kind of leans into you and says, "Well, if Shazir has recommended you try it, then I will be sure to get it for you. I'll be right back." She shuffles off, takes a long time, shuffles back, takes a long time, hands you a little cardboard, looks like paper, kind of box, folded up paper box, and says, "At about 7 p.m. this evening, meet around backside of this tavern. As few as you can manage. And you all have a good day then." And starts shuffling off.
I don't know how much this stuff costs, but I'll put an extra gold on the table.
Have not been asked to pay for anything.
I'll put a gold on the table.
Perfect.
I had to find a bank to exchange some of these platinum.
You start
Only
pulling out
got
platinum.
hundreds.
Lance is like, "I can break that for you if you..." Wrong voice. He said, "I can break that for you if you want." Pulls up a box of change. Bing, bing,
Sure,
bing, bing, bing.
I'll give him
Rattles
5.
off about. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll give him 5 platinum.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well.
Damn.
Goes down, gets the other box, rattles off 50 gold pieces. Here you go.
I
What's the
had,
box
I,
now?
had, I had 239 platinum and 8 gold. That was the entirety of my cash.
Perfect.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
So, all of that happening, you guys go back to the ship, or you walking around? What are you doing?
Alcubierre hears what Kestis and stuff we're just talking about with this dragonborn. He comes back to Ing and tells him that Kestis is making some deals with someone who does stuff with weapons and armor. Alcubierre takes my ashes. Would he be able to relay something to Kestis?
He could try. He doesn't have a way to communicate with him, but he can
All right, I write it down on
He
a
can
napkin
try.
and give it to him.
That'll work.
All right. So I write down on the napkin to what was I looking for? Adamantium. Yes. So I put in the napkin. Ask the gentleman if he has any adamantium. And he sends it, gives it. Alcubier rolls it in his little talons, and he flies over, and he lands on your shoulder. His eyes, and he like reaches out one little talon. You feel his napkin brushing your cheek.
Cool. As you're gonna read it and just nod and just kind of like let's go inside. Roughly what time of day is it? I guess once we're finished up in here.
Started off in the morning, about 4-hour travel to get the juice, and you hang out here for probably like an hour. It's about 1 p.m. You see sun high in the sky. Well, big blue planet high in the sky.
As we like once we kind of get out and we're not super, close to anybody, I'll kind of just quickly relay the gist of things and save. Not terribly sure the specifics, but got a meeting later on.
And I trust you can. I trust you can handle that yourself.
Probably be wise to not be alone on that, but maybe the stealthiest of us. Zaltic.
Perhaps. I'm also quite interested in this other sort of, premium market that was talked about. Maybe we can try to scope it out, see if there's a way we can get in there.
Could be a way for us to potentially procure some. It's gonna just lift up the note for Ming. Some items that may all be of use to us.
Exactly.
Though probably worth
crazy.
checking on our.
If Zaltic has not become the BBEG at one point, I don't understand.
Who knows? Probably worth checking on our ship here. In the interim, unless there's other plans that the rest of you might have. Or thoughts.
We could split up, maybe?
Did we get a rough idea of when shops close? Like, is it generally just like sundown kind of
Like
thing?
end of day. Yeah. I feel that you get the vibe. You ask somebody if you want.
Well, here. I think I will go and check out how we can infiltrate this black market area. If anybody wants to join me, I'm good if another person joins me, but we don't want to poke out too much. And
Ingrid's just getting nervous thinking about the ship. He wants to send Alcubier back to the ship, do a fly around, make sure everything's okay, and then come back and report.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Alcubier can get there probably in half the time that it would take you guys to get there. If you want to send them out there.
Yep.
And you guys are kind of out in the marketplace, away from people a little bit. Were you traveling back toward the ship, or were you just standing outside making your plans for what's next?
we're just standing there, right?
I mean, we're done eating.
Sounds like
and we're not going to meet the guy until after he closes. And
Zaltic wants to go investigate the upper class market, the exclusive market.
Can we take a pee break at this time? Would this be a good time to do one?
It might be if I get an answer to the question that I was asking.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious to go peruse the markety kind of areas.
I think.
Yeah. Ing would look around at the market stalls too, see if there's anything that you might want to pick up.
And
There's
would go wherever his brother goes.
So specifically, trying to get into the exclusive market, or just hanging out in this public bazaar, checking this place out.
Well, this place is about to close. What time of
It's like
day?
middle of the day.
It's middle of
It's
the day
about 1
still.
p.m.
Oh, so yeah, we
So
got.
Zaltic wants to try and investigate the exclusive market to see if there's a way in. Right. That's what Zoltek wants to do.
Yep.
So is anybody joining him, or is he doing that by himself?
I'll
Ian is
certainly
just looking
join
at the regular
Zoltek.
cells.
Claire as well.
Uh,
Regulars.
so Ing, Claire, poor people shit.
Yes.
Staying with Ing. Kestis.
I'll go with Zoltek. And
I gave
good
Kestis a
stuff.
napkin for the expensive shit, so I'm good looking at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's handled.
Walmart. I'm good at
Just gonna
staying at
put my
Walmart.
hand
I'm
up.
hanging out at Walmart. That's fine.
I ain't buying it for you.
Then break time, guys. Go away. Come
Okay.
back. Down in 10 minutes.
We will be back.
like it. All right. We back? We ready to go? Or we need some more time? How do you feel? Love it.
Let's do this.
Love it. I want to...
I want my baby back, Chili's.
All right, so you guys standing outside of the very nice, it seems like, tavern place where you guys really didn't have to pay for anything. Ate pretty good, drank really good, had a great time, experienced some new things with some new people, shared some new things with some new people. Got a weird invite after asking for brisket. Strange. Zaltic excited to go pilfer rich people's pockets. Wants to go find the exclusive market. Wants to go find a way into the exclusive market. Kestis, you're going with him? I believe that's what you said. Beautiful stuff. You guys kind of split off. Claire, and Ohm, you're hanging out here in the public place trying to find things of interest. Is there anything specific that you all might be interested in? I'd like to start with Claire.
Probably at this moment, Claire's looking for knickknacks. Little tchotchkes.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Claire, as you're kind of walking around, just looking around for people who might be selling something that could be interesting, that could be nice. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Ohm, what are you interested in?
Looking for some jeweler's tools to buy.
You don't have those already.
No, I did not.
Good. Good.
So,
So then, yeah, give me a perception check, or if you can justify the use of some other skill, you could do that too. You know, maybe you want to ask around, give me a persuasion check, try to scare somebody into telling you something, intimidation.
no, I'll use perception.
Sure. Anything you're interested in finding here in these markets, you could actually just quick cursory glance for everybody. There's all kinds of shit down here. Lots of food. There's various things being bought and sold, like all over the place. So anything your heart desires, maybe.
Yeah, is specifically looking for some hardware. High tension springs.
Wow.
Non-corrosive bolts, like stainless steel bolts and nuts.
Sure.
And stuff like that. That's what
Okay.
he's looking for.
Hardware. Excuse me. So
Lowe's, Home Depot, any one of them is fine.
yeah. No. Keeler Street Hardware. All right, mom and pops. Okay. I thought that was funny. So, you guys, however you want to search for that, choose a skill and justify however you'd like. We're gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. So, Claire, you're kind of walking around following the brothers around as they are looking for very specific things. You just kind of, peeking your head over shoulders, looking into stalls. You see what appears to be a kind of thick tabaxi gentleman, right? Cat-like features, green eyes, standing in front of a place that has what looks like lanterns hanging in front of it. Almost looks exactly like the picture that you can see there. You can see some kites and things that he has hanging from places, teddy bears and stuff that he has hanging from places. You notice this is like a toy shop. This is definitely a guy who's trying to sell toys to kids. He kind of, "Oh, young lady," he kind of shouts out to you, "I see you're looking around trying to find something that interests you. Maybe I have something here that might fit your rather dainty aesthetic."
Claire will walk over to him. For sure.
Well, might I interest you in a toy? Do you have maybe a child or someone that you're shopping for, or are you looking for yourself? Is there something that you would like to maybe add to your collection, maybe.
What is your strangest toy?
Strange, oh, strange. Well, let me see. And you see him kind of flex his paw-like hands, and you see the claws kind of come out and then retract. And he says, oh, let me take a look here. Turns around, digs into a bowl, pulls up a box, and says, well, let's see here. And you see this cloth that he kind of pulls up, opens out, and he says, this would probably be my strangest thing. Pulls out. It looks like a little stick, kind of thin stick, has some markings all over it. Doesn't look like anything you know what it is. Well, I haven't really been able to figure that out yet. That's what makes it the strangest thing. Here, he kind of hands it to you. Give it a whirl.
All right. So I'll grab it. She'll look at it. Maybe could I do an Arcana check to see if there's like anything specific?
Absolutely. As you're taking a look at the stick, you can see it has these like runes kind of carved into what is clearly a handle of some kind. And then they change the like the frequency of the runes kind of changes as it goes up the thinner part of this stick. What do you got there?
30-20.
Beautiful.
Or toy.
So the first thing you're like, I think this is magic. I'm not entirely sure what kind. It's not really your brand of magic. You know what I'm saying? Like your magics are very specific. This is a different kind of magic. It looks. It looks like it definitely can be used to do some kind of magic. Just not entirely sure what.
Cool. I'll take it.
And the guy says, "Oh, really? Well, it's good. Then here, I'll give it to you here. Well, it's a steal. 100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces for a stick?
It's clearly very magical. I just don't have the means to. You can see the value in it, and I can see the value that you see in it."
She really wants it. Fine. She'll hand
Well, it's
over
a pleasure doing business with you.
in
Literally,
platinum.
the stereotypical sparkly. Ooh, it's sparkly.
Listen, she's collecting magical items that she doesn't know what they do. That's what she's doing.
Perfect.
It's a sparkly stick. You have no idea what it does for 100 gold.
What else
So you
is the
give her
druid
10.
gonna do? 10 platinum.
Beautiful. 10 platinum. Love it.
Yeah.
Damn.
You spend some time with it. I'm holding on to it, walking around with it. Doesn't seem to reveal what it does. You do feel this magical connection. You see that you're gonna have to spend a little time with this to kind of get the feel for what it might do.
Okay. You got nothing but time.
Perfect. So, with that, we're moving down the list here to Ohm. As you're walking around here, kind of, you can smell the sweet aroma of baked goods and cheese, spiced meats, all kinds of things. But you're here looking for what you're looking for. Which I forgot what it was now. So tell me.
Jeweler's tools.
Yes, that's right. And your brother too, looking for hardware. So you see what appears to be a dirty stall. Lots of just boxes kind of thrown out there haphazardly almost. You can see bits of metal hanging out of the boxes and things. Stall kind of thrown up. Looks like it was an old bed sheet put over it. A dark kind of bed sheet, stains on it, yellowish stains on it. And you see looks like a half orc out there. More orcish than half, but not quite orc big, not quite orc burly. Looks, humanoid. Not entirely sure what the other half is, but watered down orc. Big guy, dirty shirt, and he's just standing there, kind of tiny little tusks hanging out from the bottom of his bottom jaw. He sees you all approaching. You can see there's clearly metal things and ink too. You can see there's a bunch of like metal things here. This is clearly some kind of a metallurgist of some kind, or maybe he just collects scrap junk. Who knows? But you figure you can probably find the things that you're looking for here with the not great checks that you guys made.
I haven't done mine yet
he's
because I didn't want to
standing there.
interrupt you. Could I do it? Because I was going to do an investigation check because he's looking for specific sizes of bolts and stuff like that. So it seems that to work for what he's planning on building.
Yes, absolutely. Especially now since you've arrived at this place with all this scrapped metal.
Oh my god!
It's pretty rough.
I have not rolled shit
Uh,
good tonight at
shit
all.
happens. You guys walk up there, and you see the guy just kind of is standing there, arms crossed, looking at you guys as you walk up.
Yes. Good. Your name? I go by Ing. Can I have your name?
Me? My name?
Yes, your name. Yes.
Well, yeah. Baromo.
Baromo, and he sticks out a hand. Pleasure to meet you, good sir.
Looks down at you. Kind of pulls his hand out. You see all the kind of dirt and filth. He just kind of closes his hand up and just offers you a fist bump. It's dirty.
I work in an airship dock. Completely understand.
Kind of see a little bit of like he kind of relates. He's like, oh, yeah. So you know,
Fellow grease
metal.
monkey, my friend. Fellow grease monkey.
If you see something you like, make an offer.
Yeah, specifically, I'm looking for some high tension springs, perhaps around between 4 to 6 inches.
Coils.
Long. Coils, yes, yes. As long as they can be tensioned and snap back into shape once the tension is released. Yes.
Maybe scrapper, salvager. I'll check. Kind of turns around. You see, he slides a box out from under a table that's made out of, I don't know, reclaimed wood. And he's like, pulls out what looks like a spring. Doesn't really look high tension to you. Looks kind of cheap. And he kind of like squeezes it and it breaks. Oh, nah, not that one.
Yes, that would not work. No,
Just rummaging through things. Pulls out this other thing. Says, maybe. Hands it to you.
Just his little glasses come down. The lenses change, and he's looking at it. Gives it a
Pretty strong.
Attention.
Holds.
Pretty strong.
You can see on the edges, there's like some rust, some oxidation. It doesn't look like it's in too good a shape, but you can get a shorter. You can kind of clip those off and get a shorter, pretty good spring. Not great, but
Is there only
do for a little
one
while.
of these? Only one of these?
there seems to be only one. It's pretty big, 2 foot
so
long,
it's okay.
coiled up.
That's fine.
But
That works, okay.
but the edges of it are
Yes.
funky.
Gotcha. This looks good. I'm also looking for some non-corrosive bolts, stainless steel kind of bolts, if you will. The quarter 20 thread.
What?
I'm sorry. Rivets, fasteners, if that works. Some
Screws.
screws, yes.
All right. So it bends over, slides out a different box, picks it up heavy, boom, drops it onto the other boxes. You hear just cling, 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 cling. Screws. You see just a bunch of
Brother,
different
you may want
kinds
to talk
of-
to him for what you're looking for. I might be here a while.
It's just a mess of screws. It's the kitchen drawer of like odds and ends of screws. And none of them look like they're in great shape. Who knows if they're like, you know, anti-corrosive or whatever the fuck you said.
Rust resistant, I should say.
There you go.
Fine, brother. You got any jeweler's tools? Seem to have left mine back in Neverwinter.
Just you?
Yeah.
Jeweler.
Yeah. So, what's it to you? I like shiny things when I'm out doing my jobs.
Sure. Yes. Old. But
Old.
serviceable.
Got anything
The
not
tools.
old?
No. Scrapper. Junker. Salvage yard.
Mercenary. Soldier. Has gun. Got anything not old?
Brother,
give me an intimidation
I
check.
do have mending. If they're not in the great, if they're broken or anything, I could mend them for you and put them back together. That's a little elbow grease, some polish. You know I deal with these all the time.
Oh,
my projects.
Jesus.
Oh
4.
God.
What are their rolls today?
You see him kind of just standing there cross-armed looking at you. He pulls his shirt up. You see this like bullet wound. Closes it. Pulls his other shirt up. You see this massive gash across his shoulder. Covers it. He like turns around, pulls his back up. You see what is clearly having had a kidney removed. Kind of like incision. He covers it back.
Oh, we're
Crosses
showing
his arm.
scars. He lifts up. Ing lifts up
Oh.
his shirt, and you see the teeth, the remnants of the shark teeth.
Absolutely. Whoa. Whoa. And he turns you around. He said, whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
big shark in its mouth. Entire my whole upper
Whoa.
body was in its
Why did
mouth.
I start?
Yeah.
Whoa. Mind blown.
All right, I'll just take those jeweler tools. Fine. How much?
Yep. Markup. Pulls out a little leather pouch, slaps it down. Trying to be scary. 6 copper pieces.
You guys, 6 copper pieces. Wow.
As he's going
Here.
through this box, does Ing find anything? Do you want me to do
Take a
investigation
Just
check or
6
something?
investigation check.
Here, take a silver.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, the investigation check. Yeah, that's right.
You find some things caked in grease. Maybe you polish them off. They might be. Then there might be something underneath it. 3 or 4 of them, maybe.
All right, I
Then
find the
okay.
best ones. I'm like, okay,
Do what
so
you can.
the spring and these hardware here. How much for this?
Spring, 2 copper pieces. You can have nuts for Sharon Scar. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Should I?
And for him, pay no mind. I toss him a gold piece for everything for me and our
I
brother.
gave him a piece of silver.
He's a
So,
very nice
I
guy.
think that was
We shared
6
scars. He's
copper.
just- Listen, Kestis is the Thunder brother. He's a Scar brother. You know, it's okay. It's fine.
Should I add
Pleasure.
the jeweler's tools in D&D Beyond, or is there a way to add it
Yes.
here? Okay,
We can do both, but make sure you do it on D&D Beyond.
I will. I shall.
Add a note that says poor. Just in bad condition.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, some way, I don't know, however you can. Just so you know.
I thought you were saying
with
just like
that-
add a note in your character
Yeah.
sheet that you're poor now.
Add a note to the Jeweler's Tools. With that, Zaltik and Kestis are walking away, have been for a while. You're walking up this bazaar. The public bazaar is very long. It's a lot of space. You can see up ahead what looks like much finer buildings. Better architecture, all of the thing. Like you can see the road starting to kind of change, where it was kind of dirt road mostly. And then you started to get kind of cobblestones and things. Now you have like paved, like carefully constructed paved road, and the place changes. And you can see a gate. Outside of the gate, you see 4 of these armor-clad kind of knights. They all have that weird compass emblem, and you can see a 5th gentleman whose armor is significantly better and different, kind of sitting in a chair up against the gate wall. Not like a city wall kind of gate, but like just like a private neighborhood kind of gated community situation. And you can see the 4 of them standing there, at attention and things. And you can see them from far away. It doesn't look like you guys are like face to face, but you can kind of see them from far away before you get up to where they would start recognizing you as individuals of the thrum, of people. What do you want to do?
How you feeling about this place so far, Zaltek? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, there could always be a way around the side, but also maybe worth noting how people enter this establishment.
Well, we did hear that our new Dragonborn friend has a shop on the border of it, so perhaps worth stopping there, and maybe you can keep an eye out and see what's the happenings are while I'm seeing what this shop has to offer us.
I'll keep an eye out and see what I can gather from when people try to enter, and I guess we could just reconvene here in just a bit.
Seems wise. Would I see any indication of where this shop that we were directed to?
You do see the demarcation between where like the public bazaar is and the exclusive bazaar up ahead a ways, probably about like 50, 60 feet. And, he said right on the line is where it is. So you assume if you walk up there, you'll see something.
I'll start making my way in that direction.
And Zaltek, you are trying to get close enough to the gate to get a read on what the process is for people getting in and out.
Yes.
Give me a stealth check. And Kestis, give me a perception check. As you guys are walking up, you can see the thrum here is different. You can see the people here are dressed differently. Clothes are much finer. Here is where you'll see more of the adventuring types. And you see more people who are wearing armors and carrying weapons and things, and they're traveling in groups, not, similarly to the way you guys have. Mostly you see like high elves, like very fancy looking elfish individuals. Every once in a while you'll catch, a human maybe. You see like a dwarf, dragonborn. You don't see any orcs, any half orcs, anything like that. As you're walking up, Zaltek, you sneak off. You can kind of notice that with the construction of these buildings, they're very close to each other. Looks like they were kind of built very quickly. These are the lower, more low-income ones. Lots of little nooks and crannies for you to dip and dodge into. And with your ability to be stealthy, you almost blend into the crowd, even though you don't see any other insect-like creatures. You kind of pull your hood up and you almost disappear in the crowd. You can get close enough to kind of hear, and if you peek around a corner, you can kind of see. But more important, I think, to you, it was to hear whatever the process is like. You can see the gates being opened and closed every once in a while, and then you get into your place where you can hear the conversations happening, and you can see most of it is people kind of walking up, flashing something. You can't quite see what the thing is, and then the knights kind of then stepping out of the way, pulling the gates open and allowing people to come in. Kind of situation here. So there appears to be some kind of like item that is presented that allows entry. Anything else that you want to kind of know or look for? Do you want to get closer to try and get a look at the item? Is there something else that you want to try and do?
Yeah, I'll try to sneak a little closer and see if there's a way I can get a glimpse of whatever item it may be.
Okay. Give me another stealth check. Kestis, you're walking up through the bazaar, getting up to where the kind of line is, not really hiding, looking around. You can see a well-crafted sign, armory kind of thing on it, and it has like a little blue dragon kind of like drawn, painted onto it around the letters kind of thing. It looks like an artist's rendition of Kareska, the little pseudo dragon that Shazia has with him. You could assume that it's his shop. You walk up to it, you can see shutters closed, door closed. It looks like probably closed because he's back at the tavern hanging out. You see some benches that are like outside of these there's like windows, not glass, but like open holes in the wall where the shutters are closed. You could grab a seat if you wanted to, or you can, I don't know, make your way back, or what do you want to do?
Is it the only armor type shop that looks like there would be around here? Any other like forge-ish kind of thing around here?
You didn't see anything else that looked like, not in this space here. You didn't see anything else that looked like that. Back in the public bazaar, there were some, like, not armorers, not a forge, not a place where you can have something made or fixed or repaired, but there were some little stalls with like basic weapons in them and stuff.
There are other shops near around this, or
yeah, there's all kinds of. What are you looking for? Something specific?
I would just go into the shop beside this.
Something close by.
Yeah, and just kind of want to go in
across
and talk
from
to...
Mr. Bakery. We can go to the bakery.
Sure.
You walk into the. You can smell these breads. This is different than what you were smelling down by the harbor, right? Like these are freshly baked, sweet, savory breads. There's some cakes in the window, things like that. Bagels, lox bagels. Yeah, you can smell the fish.
Just quick, I guess.
You walk it.
Sorry, I was gonna say super quick retcon. I was gonna have at least in the process of walking down here, opened up the little package and wanted to see if it actually had brisket in it.
Oh, as you're walking, you open it up.
I would have at some point along our walk here. Yeah.
You open it up and you see, it looks like there's a little cooked like bowl of brisket.
Cool.
Smells delicious.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, I'll go into the bakery.
You walk into the bakery and you can see there's a couple of high elves who are like caked in flour, behind in the kitchen. I'll be with you in a minute. Kind of just twins. Happy to see you. They look like twins. Kind of dark hair, long down the back of the head, angular eyes, like a peach kind of coloration to their skin. And kind of beating things.
No worries. Take your time. I'm curious to see what you have.
Good. Yeah. No, be with you in just a. All right. You see him like finish kneading something, throw a dough up in the air, kind of spinning it like a pizza. Drops it down and says, "Oh, this is gonna be good, man. I just thought of this last night." Start pouring tomato sauce on it and shit. Right, making a pizza. It looks like. You've never seen a pizza before. And he says, "This is genius here." Throw some cheese on it and stuff. Slides it into this big flat oven. And he says, "All right, how can I help you?" And the other one kind of comes up and says, "Yeah, how can I help you?" They are twin males. They fucking look exactly the same.
Pleasure. Thank you for your time. I'm curious, what got a beef dish of sorts here, and a civilized guy like myself, I don't tend to, eat things like that. I was looking for something good that would go with it. You got a good bread that you'd recommend?
Good breads. Yeah. He's like, both of them kind of start laughing, swing their arms around. Absolutely. You said you want something with, you said beef, cow, and something buttery then. I'll get you something buttery. And you kind of run over to the side, you pull out, you see in a like glass case that's on a counter, you see like a It looks like kind of like a baguette, but it looks like it's been like braided. Maybe it's kind of big, fluffy. You can see the bread, the crust of it is very flaky. They kind of chop into it a couple of pieces. It says, "You want to make a sandwich, or just kind of want to have a dip? Like, what is it? Just on the side? How would you like?"
Do you have 3 of those? I'll take them to go.
Sure. So 3 whole loaves?
Yeah, why not? I've got a
Uh,
few friends that I'm sure would appreciate this
all
as
right.
well.
I got two here, and I have another one coming out in about 15 minutes. Hang out.
Sure. Yeah, I can.
All right,
I can
then.
wait for the
You see
fresh
what
one.
one says, well, if you're here with the bread and you got a brisket, is there anything else that you would like to do? Something else that you, maybe some sweets? We got some cupcakes and maybe some muffins.
I think the bread will suffice for my needs today. I am.
Oh, but you got to have one of the muffins. How about a lemon poppy? No?
You know, I'll take your recommendation on that. Now, I did have a question for you though.
Questions?
You're,
Oh, shit.
Your neighbor across the way there. So you gonna be back
He's
anytime
here.
soon? Yeah.
It's his day off, I guess. Anniversary, maybe. I think it's something sad, though. So, I don't know. Don't really talk about it.
All right. He's what do you know about your friend Shazir there? Is he well?
Shoot. He was here longer than we were. We kind of, you're looking at him, fresh faced, young. They're also elves, so they could be 500 years old. You have no way of telling. But he says, we came in probably 3-4 years ago. He's been here since before we got here, and that, seems like a nice guy. Keeps his business clean, keeps the air around him clean. We eat clean because we're a bakery right across the street from a forge. Weird combination, but a lot of people, while he's working on his stuff, they come in here. We make some good business because of him. And the other one kind of walks over, has like his bag with the 2 breads hanging out. Says, "Here, the next one will be out in a few minutes. We want to hang out." But yeah, no, Shazir is a great guy. And they kind of like start talking. He said, "There was that one time where he did help that little girl get that ball off of his roof. Sweet guy, good guy. I don't know. I hear rumors that he used to be an adventurer. Like he used to work for Theodora in the Confederacy. Didn't really do that anymore. I guess maybe, whatever happened, kind of gestures to his eyes. Stop doing that. Start doing this. Real good at it too. Makes great things. Yeah, it does make great things. Made our stove." Actually points to this like iron stove. There's like this chimney that goes out through into the ceiling. You assume it goes up out of the roof. And he says, "Yeah, had it since we've been here. Asked for him for it. Three days before we opened up, had it ready for us in 3 days. Look at that thing. It's amazing. Been running for us 3 years. Haven't had a problem since. Pilot light doesn't even go out."
Quite impressive. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. I've heard that he's the man to go to when you're looking out for yourself.
As far as I know. Absolutely. All the adventurers, when they come down from wherever, exclusive, expensive places that they visit up there in the High Bazaar, they come down here and they go see Shazir to have it, well, quiet as kept, to have it fixed. Far be it from me to say.
Very interesting. You're from beyond those gates there, then I assume.
No. We're not even from Juice. We're from a whole nother city called Rio Vera.
Rio Vera, hey? Can't say I've heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, farming town, agriculture, but we didn't really want to, be that kind of dirty. Much rather be caked in flour and wheat than be caked in dirt and shit.
I'd agree with that.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you you sharing there.
Absolutely. Here, look, throws a couple of extra muffins in the bag here and says, "Hey, take this to your friends. I'm sure you have friends. You look like you have a whole party of people who probably don't eat enough. So take these here for your friends and let us know how you like them. They should be pretty good. Just made them.
Take a
Still
bite out of
warm.
the muffin and appreciate your recommendations. It's a good one. I'll
Lemon poppy, delicious, sweet,
can't complain.
moist, explodes in your mouth.
That's a guaranteed combination. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, 5 gold pieces.
Oh, you want
They're
me to?
both sitting there smiling at you.
Just gonna just put I don't have a whole lot of change here. Here's a little bit extra for your time, and I'll just give him one of the platinum.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, if you want to sit and enjoy yourself while you're waiting for the other loaf to come out, feel free to. We do have some work to do. If you need anything, just holler. We can hear you. Yep, just holler. We can hear you.
Much obliged.
These elves
right,
are
pleasure to meet
definitely
you.
Georgia elves.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll just hang on until it's done, and then.
With that, Zaltic, you make your additional stealth check. You can get closer. You can see what looks like a little, like an outhouse. Clearly something set up for these soldiers to use while they're working. You can easily, where it is placed, there's like this like natural, like it's like a park maybe or something. It's like just a bunch of trees that were clearly put here on purpose for people to like look at and enjoy, you know, like this weird thing. You can easily slide in behind there, get a little closer to get a look, better angle on when people are like presenting whatever it is that they're presenting. You sneak up over there, you're kind of watching, and you can see the two of the guards' outfits clearly don't fit. They're just too big. The hand-me-downs from somewhere. They clearly are new to the job. They're constantly being like berated by the other two guards. You know, you can just kind of hear them bagging on them and, oh, sorry, yes, no, get right on it, absolutely, no, whatever you say. Like just very new, green, fresh meat kind of situation. And you can see a very haughty-looking, half-elfish woman, blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, this Victorian era like dress, big bustle, making the hips look like they're hips there when there aren't. All kind like just weird, just kind of strange. You've never seen anybody dressed like this. Frills and extra fabrics just hanging out. It's way too hot for it. This like powder seems to be caked all over their face. And you hear, oh yes, I have it here. Pulls out what looks like a little card. You can see a little symbol on it. Has the little compass that you see on the knights, and there's probably something written on it. You've seen cards before. She kind of presents it, and they say, "Looks all in order, Mom. Pass right through." Kind of, let her go through. So there's some kind of card or something that can get you through that gate. That's what you've learned there.
All right.
I would come back out and then link back up as Zaltic.
Yeah, so after learning that, I would go back, like kind of the way I came. I don't want to walk right out in front of them.
Sneak back.
Yeah, sneak back. Through.
Yeah, you can make it back. No problem. You do see what looks like a couple of kids as you're making your way back. You see a couple of kids dashed down an alley to the side of you. Looks like maybe you started them or something. And you make your way back to meet with Kestis at the rendezvous point. You guys meet up, start making your way back to the rest of the game.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I sent LQBA to check on the ship way back before we set out there.
Mm-hmm. So you, Kestis and Zaltic, you're making your way back, I assume?
Yes. While
yeah.
walking back, I'm going to, just speak to him. Just telling about the card. Some card is needed to enter the place.
Yeah, you tell him what you found out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll give him a little brisket, a little bit of the bread.
You're telling me you learned nothing? You just got brisket?
No, I got this nice flaky bread, and you better be grateful for it, because I paid good money for it.
So you found brisket and bread while I was actually doing stuff.
Yes. Found some interesting things
okay.
out about our new Dragonborn friend, but I think we may have to wait till later to expound a little bit further on those.
Guess this is like, I don't see a downside here. Food. What's
I don't know if you ever had bread made by elves, but is what I'll say about that.
I'm more of a meat guy personally.
Well,
brisket?
Do you try the bread?
Fucking brisket then.
All right, yeah, we go back.
Zaltic, do you try the bread?
No, I do not try the bread.
Disgusting.
The way you
so.
asked that question definitely
take it
made
back
no
from him
one
and eat it.
want to try that bread.
Shake my head.
So, Kestis, you're eating the bread?
Hell yeah, I am.
Fucking scrumptious, delicious. Best bread you've ever had.
I get a D20 inspiration for that too, don't I? Right? Because I ate the bread.
D20 inspiration.
No. So, you guys making your way back. Back with the other gang. Take you a while to get back. You haven't gotten there yet. Back with the other three. You guys are making. What are you? Are you making your way back to the ship? Or are you waiting here for the other two to return?
We never did determine how.
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't determine that. We just said we're splitting up.
Well, didn't
that's true.
we all pass through the cheap market for them to get to the exclusive
Yes.
market?
Yeah.
So they'd be
Yes.
coming back out where we're at anyway.
Correct.
Mhm.
But we didn't
you're
determine
hanging
whether we
out?
said we would wait or if. go
Or
back
we can
to the
just say
ship.
it all took about the same amount of time. It happened simultaneously.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's my job.
I would be curious to see if there's a place where I could get a better shield. That would be a primary thing that I'd be looking for on the way back.
Sure. You don't find anything. Ohm and Ing and Claire, you guys realizing that you finished your errands and the other two haven't returned yet, start having a conversation about what the plan was. There wasn't one. So what are you going to do now?
So we're standing there. I'm like, did we ever decide how we were going to meet them back? Were they going to come back here, or we
No.
we didn't discuss this, did we?
We didn't discuss
really.
anything. They just kind of wandered off.
I mean, this place is not that big. I mean, we should. We all know what a ship is, obviously.
So you want to go back to the ship?
Yeah, they know how to make way back there.
Works for me.
Sure. Claire's looking
Beautiful
at her
stuff. You
I
guys
sent
start making
QB
your way
up
back
ahead
to the
find
ship.
out and make sure everything's copacetic there before we get there.
Right on time, Alcubierre starts flying back to you. Kind of doesn't seem flustered, returns to you, and in whatever way that you will have it happen, Alcubierre communicates to you that everything seems fine. Kids are definitely on the ship, but they're all on the deck, it seems.
Yeah, LQB is just looking at me. He lands on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, so what's going on? And just his eyes just doing a little click, 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 click.
Morse code.
Oh, really? Click, 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 click. They're on the ship. They're on the ship. Why are they on the ship? I told them not to go on. I mean, the ship's still there. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. But they're just on the ship, which I did not want them
They're on the ship.
Stupid kids.
Claire,
I'm right there with you.
you notice something concerning.
Mhm.
You see someone walking kind of tall. The only reason why you notice them really is because past perception is stupid, and they're really tall.
Oh, background shit.
You see a pirate captain, one of the zealots that you saw you guys were fighting, looks exactly like the one who escaped on that little boat after you destroyed their ship,
This bitch.
walking with somebody. You don't recognize the other individual. This one's short, kind of pale complexion, wearing this Victorian style clothing. Everything is up too high. The jacket stops too high. The pants are up too high. There's this weird, thing, another bustle situation inside this gentleman's pants to make it look like there's a plate in his pants. It's weird. It's just very strange. You can see they have some kind of a weird clockwork device on their chest. But the strangest thing is this massive bubble that is encasing their head, this glass bubble. So you see a zealot pirate, the captain that got away, and some weird little dude walking with them. And and because of the time that you've spent with Ing, the little clockwork device on dude's chest strikes you as interesting.
You guys incoming. Hey. You see that?
What? Oh,
Kind of points
What's
at her
that?
nose.
my gods. Is that, I presume, DM, that would be a homunculus.
Nope. Just a weird little radiator looking thing on his chest.
Well, it's some kind of engineering creation apparently on it. I would have to
Should
be
we make
closer to.
ourselves? Should we make ourselves not visible to them? Maybe.
Well, the captain definitely would probably recognize us. Yes. That's,
Yeah.
We did blow up his ship. We did ram his ship to oblivion. So I mean,
On a curiosity, where is Aika?
Ika's with the ship, with the kids playing on the
letting
hull.
them little bitches run all over the ship. Oh, I'm gonna have a word with Ika when I get back.
She's not
Definitely
getting
a part of the problem.
Instigating.
So what are you guys doing? You trying to avoid detection by these people?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely try to do a stealth to try to not,
Yeah. Claire's actually
not
going to
be
do a
seen.
pass without trace. She really does not want to deal with this. She's going to cast pass without trace.
Casting the magic. Love it very much. Poof, magic goes up. You see the people around you. What the fuck? Give me the stealth checks. You guys dip and dodge for like what looks like a little opening, a little alley in this
You can add
more
my
congested
God.
bazaar.
I've not rolled anything
Add
over a
10.
single digit all night. But yes, I know you had the 10. Thank you very much.
That's rough.
So
It's
19.
fine.
Still
It's-
not happy about rolling that low for everything, man.
And left. If you can hear me, stealth check when you can. And we will figure out what happens next time, guys. Thank you for doing this. That'll be the end of the session. Look forward to seeing what happens in 2 whole weeks.
Oh man, exciting cliffhanger.
Sounds good. Sounds
Oh.
good. Looks like we might have some fun.
Doesn't look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for anyone that's watching,
Spencer, talk.
That's a very concerning 9. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, can't wait for next 2 weeks, guys.
hey, pass without trace. It's a 19. Shut up.
It's fair.
Uh-huh.
It's fair. Beautiful stuff. Ing, Lunga, you were gonna say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say for anyone watching, Souls of Magic's Dawn is next Tuesday, and Austin will be joining us as a new player on Souls of
Word
Magic
up.
Dawn as well. So we'll pretty much have the same cast every week. We're just swapping out the women, swapping out my wife for your partner.
Perfect. Fucking, I don't know. If you want to do stars and wishes, guys, always, for me, love the role play stuff. Really like the willingness to like jump up and start playing with the things that I put in front of you. I really appreciate taking the initiative to like actively seek things. That makes it much easier for me to be like, okay, this exists now, instead of like trying to throw things in front of you and hoping something catches. Really appreciate that stuff. Good player business. More stars, lots of funnies, always funnies. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it back later, right? So wishes. I wish. I gotta figure out how to stop wasting time role playing with you motherfuckers, so we can get to things. I wish I didn't have so much
But it's
fun
so
talking
much
shit.
fun. Yeah,
that's what the wish is.
Fun.
It's true. But yeah, I don't know. Good stuff. Anybody else wants to? If not, I guess we could just stop. I don't know. Tell me what you want. I'm done talking now.
I love that I got my highest roll of the evening on a fucking toy. That's so clear.
It's true.
It's good thing
true.
someone got a high roll. I didn't get nothing over
Right,
single digits
right.
the whole fucking night. That's with pluses, plus
That's
twos,
rough.
plus fours, plus fives. Still couldn't get over the mother. But wishes, I wish I could have rolled fucking better tonight. That's the wish.
Yeah,
I
word
had
up.
tonight. The stars.
Word up.
I enjoyed the imp, and Teresia seems to know fucking everybody. That was fun.
Yeah. No, she didn't know
Yeah.
lawyer. She's going to meet him though.
No, but the
Seems
imp she
rude.
knew.
Well, she recognized an imp. You know.
Okay, gotcha. And I liked Una. I liked doing the coffee deal with Una. That was fun. I'm gonna try to become a coffee supplier here. Got to go back to talk to Trish. Listen, we need to cut a
Your
deal.
retirement plan.
Diversify, man. Diversify. You know how this shit goes.
After you guys take down Vecna, coming back to Juice to open a coffee shop.
Ing's character arc is just he's going to turn into the Ray Kroc of coffee in the Forgotten Realms.
Word up.
Listen,
Ray Kroc.
his passion is engineering and being an artificer. His love is coffee. Okay.
It's not about the coffee. It's about the real estate.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You know how much materials and stuff. A thriving coffee business can buy a lot. It can.
Yeah. Do you know how good Ingval Q Montague, purveyor or coffee connoisseur and real estate mogul will look on a business card?
Ingbucks.
Word up.
Welcome to Ingbucks.
We have to compare business cards like on American Psycho, right? The thickness
Duncan
of the card
Montague.
quality.
For me, stars. Yeah, I like figuring out the stuff that you don't want to tell us, and whether you tell it to us outright or not. It's fun, and yeah, something different, something. Finding things in these places is always cool. So, yeah, wishes. I don't know. I don't really have any wishes. It was a good one today.
Thank you. It was only good because of you guys.
We're all stars, and my only
We're all
wish
stars.
is that there were some puzzles.
Right. Something to do, right? Yeah. Fuck puzzles.
Shout out to Spencer, who always notices what I'm eating during breaks. Always notices. Like Lunga brings the whole
jealous.
fucking dinner every time he comes down. Like, oh, fuck, I gotta eat dinner sometime.
Yes.
I've done it too. You just can't see that I do it sometimes.
You just can't see it.
Yeah.
Having
When that
steak
fiber
and
internet-
lobster this entire time.
Yeah.
When that fiber internet is here, we'll be able to finally see what
Hopefully it's
Spencer's
here
eating.
sooner than later. Eventually.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way,
Sounds like
Yellow,
that's
if you
it.
don't realize what Ing is buying stuff or looking for stuff for, it's at if you remember that sketch I sent you way back in the beginning, that he's looking to build something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
I'll
fight
send
the
it to you.
BBG
Yeah,
with a Gundam
really.
suit?
Yellow remembering things, right?
Yeah, I don't do that. I make notes.
With a Gundam suit, that'd be great. No, make it more like Voltron, you know? We could each control a portion
Is
of
it
it.
the Opa Gangnam style? What?
What?
Opa Gangnam
So
style. Oh,
So,
Oh.
no.
hey, sexy lady.
Yay.
Opa Gangnam style. Oh, sigh. Sigh.
All right. So is that it? We're done?
That's it.
Everybody
That's
felt
it.
like they
End of stream.
shared and they feel good about it?
Yeah, I
so.
enjoyed it.
It's been a
I'm
pleasure.
ready for 2 weeks.
Thank you all for joining us. And until next
Word
time.
up.
So say we all.
Okay. See you.
All for one.